welcome back to Run the Block. This is episode 19 entitled Payoff. Last session, the group, after the session before, made their way to Fresno. So I just want to make sure something is very quickly corrected and handled, because I'm pretty sure during the course of me talking last session and me rewatching it, I realized that I was some sort of idiot, and I was saying dates and times that were absolutely fundamentally incorrect and dumb. Fresno is not days away from Night City. That's not the case. It is literally about 3 hours away from Night City. But with the factor of there being kind of raiders and problems and that, it's a little more like half a day. So you folks left on Wednesday and arrived on Wednesday evening. And then Thursday morning would have been when you picked up and started kind of prep for the gig. And then Thursday evening is when the gig went down. So just so that's temporally correct and understood, that's February 23rd is when you started to leave and arrived. 24th is when you prepped in Fresno and then did the job. And so it will be the 25th of February when you are actually completing the job. Any questions regarding that specific temporal shenanigan? No? Okay. So you remain in Fresno. You were told that if you wished to receive a ride from Kang Tao, they would drive you back to Night City in AV. It would take a lot less time due to the fact that you're just going by the way the Sparrow flies. And you were also told if you wanted to do anything in Fresno, anything that you wish to engage with before leaving, you could do so. I received one activity notice that someone was doing some purchases in Night City. That was Kincaid, who kind of meandered about and purchased some itemry. Are there any kind of other activities that anybody wants to try and engage in? Or are there any kind of questions, conversation pieces, or anything that you want to have with the Kang Tao commander?
I'm guessing it doesn't involve me, but my arm, do I have anything special that was supposed to have happened, or...
It's a clone arm that was put to it. You didn't have a robotic arm to replace it with. They took you to Fresno Hospital, the Trauma Team International location, and they had your arm replaced with a clone arm. It was done.
So I do not have my new arm yet.
Do not have a robot arm yet. Yeah,
Okay.
You haven't purchased one. So they would have replaced it with a clone arm. Basically, they would have effectively grown it very quickly through cultures from your own stem cell or cells, which they then incorporate into stem cells to create your limbs. And the process doesn't take more than an hour or so. But during the day that they were prepping and getting ready for that, that was basically what you were doing. And then you would have been in recovery through the rest of the day. You would have been picked back up the next morning by the same two Kang Tao guys who picked you up, or dropped you off rather, in the first place.
Okay, cool.
And I would say that the thing that I recall the most from like Clone Arms is it feels right, but like for the first year or so, there's this just kind of weird like static. It's not like your arm is asleep because like it doesn't hurt or anything, but it does have that kind of tingling sensation that like when your arm is starting to fall asleep, you know?
Okay.
Not like it's gonna matter. You're gonna cut it off and put a fucking robot arm.
Right. That's what's going to bother me, though. I can't use that, so I can't handle it for a year, so I have to get a new arm. In my job, I have to be able to feel, so I can't handle that, so I have to get a new arm.
Slice it off. If I'm not gonna be able to feel, I might as well be able to shoot rockets out of my hand.
Right. That's the story, Pacey.
Cyberarms do have textile, like you can actually feel through them. Something a lot of people don't take into account when they get shot in them. But yeah, anything anybody wants to engage in before leaving Fresno. I kind of want to leave this open, and Kang Tao, the commander of the team, is willing to take you back, and also is willing to communicate with you in anything that you're interested in, and is kind of like leaving it open where if you have questions specifically about the mission, he would be willing to answer them to a degree, or the aftermath of the mission in certain people's cases. But looking at Leo.
I will approach him and just ask. If you need help with any other netrunners, you just let me know.
Absolutely. We will definitely keep you in mind. You did excellently in this mission. Also, I will let you know that your problem element, one who caused you to have issue with the company, is currently under review. We will let you know if anything immediately comes up of the matter regarding your specific case in question. Regardless of how it turns out to be, whatever problems you may or may not have actually affected against the company are forgiven in this. Of
I appreciate that. Thank you.
course. We spent a lot of resources on you, Leo Noon. Definitely feel that you are a very capable individual worth investing more in.
I just kind of smirk and then saunter off.
If I remember right, at least Grip and Kincaid were wearing masks
Yeah.
in the place. I would want to check in and see if they were able to recover, or rather, remove any video evidence of our presence.
Oh, of course. And he'll hand you a data shard. Here's all the evidence that was extracted from there regarding your instances. I will let you know that Kang Tao has a copy. If anything does come up and untoward in our aftermath, of course, we will maintain that for leverage if you individuals are wishing to move against the company in any way. We do not expect to do this as an offensive. And he looks over to Leo. Not our tactics to engage someone unless we are doing so defensively. Kang Tao is the most pure of security firms. We do our fucking jobs, and we make sure that any problem elements are dealt with. Why we were here. And as I understand it, Mr. Kincaid, your specific efforts and endeavors have led you to investigate quite a bit regarding this G individual that I think we have a mutual understanding is a problem element in Night City.
Do you have anything on offer?
The information that you just extracted from the database of Night Corporation is also included in the data shard I've handed you. It has all the detailed information regarding Mr. G's whereabouts up into the point he left Night Corp.
I'll hand that shard over to Leo.
Looks over at Leo and says to you, it seems that he is working on a project that you might be familiar with. I know that your task force was led to this specific course and element regarding Night Corporation, either around the time that you were leaving or shortly thereafter. But the matters of Carpe Noctem, if you are familiar with the story that got out back in 2077, the matter regarding a mind control program that Night Corporation was very heavily invested in. It seems that this G was a developer for this program in this process.
Kegtao or Fresno just has a cat problem.
Yeah. It's good.
Haven't seen an animal in years, but
Oh.
you come to Fresno, it just allows you.
Fresno definitely has cats for sure. I feel like Fresno's probably the only place that wouldn't have killed them all.
I do remember that, actually.
No,
I said
it's,
that.
well, then the data shard that you have shouldn't glean too much information for you specifically regarding that patterning, other than his name and information. I wish to assemble a task force to look into the individual's former whereabouts. However, if your Edgerunner crew here is already in the process of engaging kind of investigation, I suppose I can just leave it to you and presume that you'll send forward any details that you acquire regarding the matter. And I'm sure that Kang Tao would be more than happy to. The department you were working for again was Vice, is that correct, Mr. Kincaid?
That's correct.
A sizable donation to Vice Department for NCP on behalf of Kang Tao will probably be in order.
I'll keep in touch. I can't promise anything.
Basically, all he's saying is if you are going to be investigating this anyway, Kang Tao doesn't want to deal with the red tape of a corporation doing investigatory work. So if you cops, quote unquote, or people who are cop affiliated are going to do it anyway, we can just make a donation to the Vice Department, and you can just go ahead and do it, and then send us the Ds. It's not a bribe. It's more of a you're doing it anyway, and I'm scratching your back. I expect recompense.
Sounds fair to me.
The department itself doesn't want me on this case.
Oh, why not?
Well, red tape prevents me from investigating further. Why that is?
Any assistance regarding that? I am familiar very lightly with your department and its efforts. Apologies, Kang Tao doesn't really deal with the sinful matters of Night City. Well, except for the
Sure, it does.
drugs. I mean, drugs and sexual matters. Of course, we kill. I mean, looks over at Leo, right?
Just nods, yeah.
If you're able to figure out who higher up in city council or in the mayor's office is benefiting from this G or this tar moving through the city, I'd be happy to accept that information.
I will do my best. Any other matters you wish to engage with him on?
Was the payment cleared with Delphi?
Yeah, and so if you check your agents or your holophones, you would see that your account has been updated. So it looks like she has a 5-way split, and then she's taken an amount of her own and put it to the Gonzo crew. So the split in question, just so we understand, it's going to be 5K per person. So that's 5,000 eddies. And then Gonzo's crew received 5,000 for Gonzo, and then an additional 5,000 for his subordinate. So basically, 3,000 of the 50,000 that she got on the job, she put towards paying her.
I just want to be sure here. I did not, because I was out, right?
Nope, she
That's
paid
not
you.
the same
She
as-
doesn't know the details
Oh.
of the job, so.
So each of us here are getting 5.
She knows that you were taken away to the hospital. She doesn't know who went on the job with Kang Tao.
Can't hear you.
Me?
Oh.
Can't hear me? Am I okay?
It's better now. I don't know
Okay.
what it was. You're fine now.
Weird. But yeah,
It might have been a me thing.
no worries. She is paying you because she, again, did not pay attention to who kind of went in on the job. And she also knows that you were there and lost your arm in a endeavor that was a part of the job. So she's not as cutthroat as other fixers, Delphi. Probably due to her greenness on being a fixer and also where she comes from.
Cool.
I don't think I have anything else.
And then yeah, also on top of that, she does not request payment from you for the items that she got from her at the beginning. She said she was going to take that off of your cut, but apparently whatever she got information wise, she feels was worthy of her kind of just ignoring that shit.
I'm gonna have to ask them to borrow that though.
There was the key I found. Kincaid isn't interested in getting caught trying to take somebody's vehicle from like a government or a night court parking lot. Would they want to purchase this?
No, we have no interest in it.
No, it didn't download.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do with it.
Grip, Leo,
It seems like a
Quince.
risk.
There is a Rayfield bar key in Kincaid's possession. If you aren't familiar with Rayfield in real life, it's because they exist in Cyberpunk. But Rayfield is a manufacturing company that specifically specializes in highly expensive luxury vehicles. The key that you have is a 2077 Mark key, which means that the car that it was made for is either a Rayfield Erendite and possibly a newer Erendite, like a 77 Erendite, or it could be a newer release of a Caliber. I want to make sure you understand what those words mean, and I'm going to do that in the easiest way possible. The Rayfield Caliburn is a car that sells for 135,000 eddies used. And that's the 2070 model.
And I just know. How do I know he has this key? Just I'm curious.
I don't think he's hiding it from anybody. Are you?
No.
The car comes with Crystal Coat and Crystal Dome. The car has a top speed of, I believe it's 200 kilometers per hour or 180 miles per hour. It runs entirely on an electric / chew hybrid system, which is very rare, and also high luxury. If you're not familiar with what Crystal Coat does, it means you can change the color of the car to whatever you want it to be. Crystal Dome, you can see out the windows, even though they're made out of metal. There are no windows, so it's completely armored. Yeah, it is a very, very fancy car.
Like,
Look over at Squints and Grip. Like,
The cheapest one, like I said, is 135,000 eddies.
what
Would
happened when I
Kincaid
was
know?
out?
You don't want to know. Would Kincaid know? I don't know, stuff about like car registration. Like I'm going to a lot with this key. Is there any way to like validate who it belongs to?
Yeah, the guy you killed.
Us
took
now.
off of. You have his name and information. And with a decent enough netrunner and tech, and also criminal like Grip, it is highly likely that you'd be able to, using the kind of right stages of intimidation, forgery, and persuasion, to basically doctor a NorCal title and transfer that title to whoever you wanted it to.
It could be a fun bonus. I'll put it up to them if they want to try to retrieve this car.
Yep.
And just so we know what the Erendite looks like, I'm going to post that bad boy in the general here.
I bothered to search a dead body while we were on the job. Jody, that's all that happened. Oh, that's not that's super inconspicuous.
Oh, no, yeah.
Nobody's gonna look twice at that thing.
No, you can change the color and make it look less inconspicuous, but no.
Oh, sure.
It is certainly going to be a car. People are going to be like, holy shit.
oh man,
Doesn't matter what fucking color.
Yeah. Be pitch black. That son of a bitch is going to stand out. That's the Erendite. That's the more expensive possibility. The more likely possibility is a Caliburn, which is
I'm glad Gonzo's gone.
yeah. It's a pretty sweet ride too. Both have
We want me to find out.
full ride crystal coat. They also have airless wheels for off-roading or city travel or combat zone travel. The wheels, as you can see, are very low to the ground. It can actually cause them to descend a bit to give more clearance on its underside, which is a part of its specialized shock system. It's a very high tier flagship vehicle of the Erendite is the flagship vehicle of the Rayfield, and then the Caliburn is probably their more well known and kind of well used car.
I'll boost a car.
Rip any input?
Stack up. Maybe muted.
You know,
You might be muted.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to eat food so
Sounds so
fast.
good.
You're good. Don't choke.
No worries. Just say yay or nay through a grunty voice through your food. I think that was a yes.
I think it was I'm good.
Well,
The A's have it.
I think grip is a yes.
Okay. So, who's going to do it?
I'll go.
are you able to clean up nice, look good, look the part of somebody who would drive a vehicle like this?
I'm not someone that can drive a vehicle, though, so that's the problem.
Grip can probably do both if we bought him something. It's not something he would own, but it's something he'll look like a fucking gorilla in a suit, but you can put a gorilla in a suit.
As cartoons have taught me, yeah, that's true.
He's a high-class bodyguard.
So they call it a monkey suit. But because the cartoons say that.
Mm.
Okay, so do you want to buy him high fashion clothing?
Yeah, it's very funny, yes.
Okay. But you would go to downtown Fresno and you're looking for a location on where to purchase. I would like anybody here present, don't care who, or all of you, to roll a wardrobe and style roll.
Oh, buddy.
18.
No, I know it's not the crew. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Where's it at?
That's a good ass roll.
Is it
Roll the-
It's under social. It's the bottom right one.
Oh, I look good.
I know how to look good. It's what that roll
You
is.
think we can't?
He
You
makes
think we
the rest of
can't
us
put
look good,
lipstick on a pig?
Yeah. 22, man. That's a
Okay.
That's a 20. That explodes.
So you're looking at the different fashion options that are available here, and you kind of don't really know any of the brands that are kind of listed here. It's kind of annoying to you until you see that there is a
I'll be Tilbigger.
no, it's a Jinguji outlet. Jinguji being kind of like a very fancy Japanese brand that puts their brand on a lot of their clothing items and the like. Best way to kind of think of it is like a blend of like Gucci and Armani, I think. Kind of a blend between those two brands.
I'm bigger.
So that seems like it would be the best one according to Leo. Like if you're wanting to look stylish, this is the place to go. So Leo, you're going in, or are you taking?
You mean Squints? Squints the one that
Quince
got
is
that.
the one that rolled it.
I got a 22, bro.
Squints, you're going in, obviously.
I'm high fashion.
You know what you're talking
I know what the
about.
kids like.
And then Grip is who we're dressing. Is anybody else going?
I'll tag along. It's funny.
Then I gotta go watch too.
Okay.
We're a team. We're going to invest as a team. We're going to be paid off as a team.
We're gonna steal a car as a team. Wait, oh, I'm a cop. So you enter.
Not a
In.
cop in Fresno.
You enter in, and the person behind the counter kind of gives you a very strange look. Like you think that they're kind of looking you up and down and kind of not sure about you and your cut. Then says to you, "Hello, welcome to the Chinguji Fresno outlet or establishment. How can I assist you?"
My good man, we are looking to make our good man look good. So I want to see the best stuff you got.
Okay. Well, I assume that this is for some sort of corporate affair, and you are acting as perhaps protection.
Yep.
I mean,
Of course, this is not an uncommon situation, and I completely understand. I will let you know that there are a couple of suits that I believe, only a few rather, that I would have readily available now for you to purchase. But anything in the store can be cut to your specific kind of eyes grip up and down like Grip, you kind of get the vibe that this person wants to fuck you. Like, it's either that or they are very invested in just the look of you. It says we could get anything to fit you if we are allowed to take your measurements. But if you want something off the rack, so to speak, that would not be a problem either.
I don't think it's possible for us to go off the rack. Look at this guy.
Well,
We got to get this guy measured and done right.
it would take about 24 hours for us to be able to, 2 business days perhaps, for us to be able to modify anything specific for him. But we have some items that are already ready in his size.
What do you think, Grip?
Smoke.
What'd you say?
Just says to her, "You smoke?"
Oh, he. Sorry.
Or he, "You smoke?"
Of course. And you're allowed to do
Pass
so in the
him
store.
a cigarette.
Yep. Lights it with his thumb.
Honestly, I don't give a shit what we do. It's just a matter of if you want to wait 24 hours and not looking at squints.
The retail salesperson says, "Oh, how brutish." Well, then I guess it's up to you since you're the one leading the affair.
I mean, we're going to be getting this new car. He was looking at Kincaid. I mean, I think this time for this nice of a ride might be okay.
It's a chauffeur job for a high finance businessman.
I'm looking for future endeavors with this. We could have this
course.
awesome car in the future, and he could look good driving us around.
Blows this smoke and kind of looks at you.
You're gonna have to pay me more.
If the job needs to be done soon, I would suggest we just go with what we have already. And we have 2 styles in mind. If you're looking more, militaristic, I believe is in kitsch for corporate types, and that's who you're riding with. We can go ahead and get you a suit, a tie, a vest if you want, some nice shoes, and the like. We have that readily available. We're trying to bring out forward a presence of you belong, but not anything that's stylish or over the top. If you're wanting to wear exclusive designer items by Jing, want to stand out and look like you are cut from the same cloth as those you are protecting, cost is a little bit more expensive, especially in the footwear department. But I assure you, if you buy one suit from Jingu, you will never need to buy another.
What sort of price are we talking?
Well, goes over to the rack and starts kind of going over it, looking it over, and you would see the price tags kind of flaring by. The pants look like they're 1,000. The top looks like it's 500, and that's just the shirt underneath. The jacket's another 1,000. The footwear's 5,000. And then there are other items that can be purchased alongside it, such as hats, contact lenses, glasses, mirror shades, or jewelry. But for just a high fashion suit that stands out, it's somewhere in the ballpark of 7,500 eddies. But wearing that suit will give you a +5 to any wardrobe and style roll you make yourself look good. If you're just going the business wear route, much cheaper. It's going to be in the ballpark of 1,550. 1,550.
I would kind of lean into the guy, and I'd kind of lower my voice and say, "What if we were to come with a way to get a discount made with that?" And I kind of point him over to Grip, be like, "I mean, we could definitely work something out."
Now, as much as I love the thought that you're engendering here, unfortunately, I have no sway over the prices, and as you can see, we are being recorded from every angle, and I am recording you as we speak. It would be very impossible for me to sneak away for such a barter negotiation. However, desiring I may be of it being possible.
Oh, fine.
And
Prude.
looks over at Grip again. as though as much as I am interested, I don't typically.
Kincaid will sort of nod towards Squints. How much for something cheap but presentable for this one as well?
Oh, this one will be
Vince is
easy.
shocked.
You're saying a suit for Squints?
Yeah, I want a businessman would have a mechanic on call.
Of course. So I would say that this one would be a lot easier. Kind of walks over to you and just kind of like runs his finger along your arm, Squints, and then kind of like places his hand on your chest for a second and just kind of moves his hand from side to side on your chest. Very much slim and built, like many Arasaka businessmen who would steer through here. I think he would be very much easier to fit, and if you wanted to buy something off the rack, I could do it for about 1,000. If you're looking for something cheap.
What was the total on grip again? You said 7.5.
75.
1550 if you want to go business wear. If you want to make him look goddamn good, it's 75.
Oh, we do.
Okay, 7,500, yeah.
I'll blip him 8,500.
Holy shit.
8.5k.
Yeah. Okay, so if you
I'm
kind of
looking for a return on investment.
walk over to the price and like they start kind of working through it, you will see that the guy will take some things off the rack and hand them to Squints. There's a total of like 3 different suits that are handed to you, and you're allowed to kind of go back and change. One is completely all black, and that's including the undershirt and tie, like solid black. And you would see that the black of the tie actually has like reflective Arasaka logos on it. And you would see that the Arasaka logos are kind of split in half and have the Jinguji logo. So they're like, it's like a joint, a combination. They work together on that suit and tie specifically. Then there's just a more kind of mediocre style suit, no tie, but it has kind of like silver fineries and then kind of like a red undershirt. And then last but not least is kind of like a dark blue navy suit with a light blue undershirt. That the undershirt is kind of a bit more like a turtleneck or like a half turtle than like a button-ups. You get your pick of those 3.
I go and I spin around and I say, "What do you guys think? Which one?"
Oh, okay.
When steps out of the dressing room, we're like,
I vote
we
yes on
have
the
the
last one.
whole sequence.
It's a montage, is what it
Yeah.
is.
Classic wardrobe montage.
Yeah, dude.
On the blue on blue. Mhm.
Blue on blue.
Some 90s pop, like,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
I want to be sitting down drinking champagne.
Oh, they've got it, and they do offer it. If that check cleared, the 8,500 cleared, yeah, they're definitely giving you.
8.5k.
Yeah, they're giving you the snack.
Yeah, it would be 8,500. I'm an idiot.
They're giving you the snack treatment.
I don't know
they're
why. I
giving you
don't know
the
why I had to correct you.
champagne, all of it, all of the things.
Yeah. Leo and Kincaid are just sipping champagne and sitting in chairs waiting for the 2 of them to come out.
Yeah, shaking our head no.
So blue, and then
It's like the suit's wearing him. It just doesn't work.
for grip, it is a bit more audacious. It is a bit more neo-kitsch, what you're kind of getting. It's a little less neo-militaristic. What I mean by that is it is fancy as fuck. The jacket is kind of like this very chromed out kind of style jacket, and it has faux fur on the shoulders that kind of goes up and around the neck. It's kind of like this, guys. The jacket is not identical to this one, but it's kind of like it, a bit more businessy. I just posted that in there. Yeah, it's a lot more flair than.
Please tell me it's the women's jacket.
No. It's kind of like the guy's jacket, but like it's like a business suit jacket, and then underneath, like, there's a certain vibe that's kind of present with the shirt underneath as well. It's got a gold kind of like feeling to it, just very bright. And then the pants are probably purple, like that guy's pants. It very much stands out, but like you can see, like, the second it is put onto you, it's like it feels perfect. Like it feels like it was made for you, even though that's not the case. And it feels like it's probably the most expensive thing you've ever worn, right? Like, it very much feels like it's gonna last you a while. Baby cat cannot have the sushi eraser. Can't have it. I'm sorry. Not for you. Okay. So, are you good with that, Zach?
Yeah, I that's if that's good with Squints, that's good with me.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
Picking
Blue
foods
Blue
out
for me,
together.
so I'm fine.
So yeah,
But it is definitely high fashion. Like it's stuff that you like because you're a tech and you kind of pay attention to stuff like that. It's stuff you've seen on TV, like that
And I'm
people are
19.
wearing it. Like, yeah, you pay attention to like
You read all the teen magazines.
On Yo Night City Raps.
Yep. Hell yeah. Okay, so you're fresh. You're looking crescent fresh. I believe that's what the kids say. So how would you like to proceed?
Can I get a hat?
A hat for business wear is 500 eddies.
I'll pay for it.
Okay.
I want a nice hat.
I would say that hats.
should we be wearing the same hat?
Yours didn't come with a hat, and if you want to buy a high fashion hat, it's 5,000 eddies.
No, well,
I need a hat.
It definitely looks
But
like
you still have the goggles, right?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. The goggles are like around the hat. Yeah.
It's part of his job. He's supposed to look like a tech. He's just a high dollar
Awesome
tech.
hat. Yeah.
I would say
Or
that
steampunk, like,
for you, Zach, if you buy the same hat, it will look tacky. Like,
no, that's fine.
okay. But I'm not saying no. I'm just saying it'll definitely cut the vibe a bit.
Sure.
Okay. So what's the next play? I mean, the man takes your money, smokes the rest of the cigarette. Another one if offered, like during the process, and very much would kind of lean in and try and give Grip his number.
Grip will take it.
All right. His
The
name is Deckard. You want to put that in your Deckard from
Got it.
Fresno.
Last name Kane.
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
I think does the card key act in any way like a fob? Does it assist in locating where the vehicle would be?
No.
We're just under the assumption that it's somewhere in the parking lots of Nightcorp.
It doesn't, but if you have a netrunner, they can. Because normally what you would do is you would scan it into your agent or phone or holo once you have access to the car. But since you don't currently have that, a netrunner could like jack it into their cyber deck and get the same app functions that would come with the key fob.
oh, I know one of those.
Yeah, if you want to make an
Yeah.
interface roll, you can go ahead and do so.
I'll do it.
The DV on this is going to be a 10 before you roll it. So,
I'll add 1 point of luck.
anybody want to throw in?
I'll
luck?
give him one.
I don't need it.
Yeah, you would have refreshed your luck, by the way, too, because you completed the job. So you're on fresh luck.
Oh,
right
you
now.
don't need it. You're declining my luck.
Yeah, I mean, unless I roll a 1.
Well,
But
Please
then
don't.
the luck probably isn't going to help, so.
Please don't. I redact my one.
There.
Jesus
Good
Christ.
job.
Okay, so I will say with that roll, as insane as it is, not only are you able to hack the key fob and kind of create the cyberdeck like instance of it, you can download the app on any single one person's holophone and give them identical access to the vehicle as if they were the car owner.
I'll do
That
it
was
to
an
Grip.
insane roll. That was a 27. Okay, Grip, you are now the car owner. And on your phone, because I think you have a physical agent, right?
Y-
But
yeah, I think so.
yeah, so
He
it's got,
probably has both.
It's got like an application on it, like and it basically functions like you have a unlock button, start button, etc. And then like there's a business notation that says these may not work within like outside of certain distances. I think it's 50 meters.
Mhm.
But yeah, you are effectively the car owner at this point, as far as your key fob would tell you. And so you would take the car key from Leo, have it on your phone, and it seems that you can also locate it, and it's in the Night City, or the Night Corporation rather, parking lot.
Does it have a drive feature where you just press a button and it drives up to you?
It does actually have a remote function, but it says that it's currently disabled due to being installed in a parking garage.
I was about to be real frustrated at this whole expense. I think we send these two good-looking gentlemen into that parking lot to retrieve their vehicle.
That'd be funny though. Like Leo's doing it while you guys are like,
it just shows up at the fucking Taylor's.
yeah, Leo's just doing it like while you guys are fucking around, and he's like, it's gonna be really fucking sad if I just hit this. Oh, I can't do it. And he's like, darn.
I was really hoping it would just pull up outside.
Yeah. Apparently there is a way for you to clear it, but it looks like there would be a phone call that would have to be made, or a text that would need to be sent to the security offices at Night Corp. Which, if you recall,
Like a social engineering role.
SSI, they are the ones who run the security firm, and you probably don't want to interact with them more than you have to after last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send the two.
That's all I need.
All right.
Yeah.
When you make it there, if Squints and Grip are the only two kind of going up, it looks like the access to the parking garage would be through a security kind of detail. Like you'd have to talk to security. If you'd like to avoid that, I would like for you to go ahead and make perception rolls. That'd be Squints and Grip.
Teen.
Okay. You shouldn't be. Well, actually, you probably still are wounded.
Yeah, I spent like,
I-
did we
I
rest
haven't-
or anything?
Not
You
much.
had us reset our HP, you said.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did,
So then
did I
yeah,
mishear that?
it's a
Sorry.
14. It's totally fine. You look around, Squints, and it doesn't seem like there's anywhere that in particular kind of screams like it's access. The only place that you think that you could get into the parking garage would lead you kind of inside a underground tunnel, like a sewer structure, and you're pretty sure that that might cause you issues with what you're wearing. If you're
Yeah,
wanting,
this new suit. No.
yeah, if you're wanting to maintain a cleanliness level, you probably don't want to take the only option that you're able to find with that. So right now it's dirty option or through the security option.
Through security. We're dressed up. Let's go to the party.
Okay. So you enter in, and a just young kind of guy, kind of looks like Leo almost, looks you over and says, "Can I help you, gentlemen?"
Yeah, we're here to pick up a car. We had a bit of an issue and had to set it here. So me and the owner here are here to come pick it up. I'm just here to check on any issues it might have and make sure we get it back safe.
What kind of car are you driving?
Rebuild.
Yes. It should definitely be well known. And I point to Grip. I can't read it on the thing.
Grip's just leaving you to fucking drown.
Is it Arrow Rayfield? It's a Rayfield.
He looks at
The
you,
Arrow light.
kind of confused, and kind of looking at you. As a pause for a second, I'm going to rewind, and I do want you to make a persuasion roll, Squints. I am going to give you a -2 penalty to it, but I want to make sure that you are aware of a couple of things that weren't asked when you got the application and the information. You kind of wanted to know where it was and if you could drive it out, but nobody asked because I never told you what kind of car it was. Nobody asked.
You did too. You told us.
No, I told you it could be
You
one.
showed
or
us a picture.
I showed you 2 pictures of 2 different cars.
He told us the make and what they most likely are.
It is a Rayfield is the make. That is correct. But what I'm going to say is that the application does have that information. It is a Rayfield Caliburn 77 model.
Where's the? Is it under education? What's it under?
What you were
Social?
trying to roll is
Social, I
social,
guess.
yeah.
Persuasion.
Okay.
10.
So he kind of looks at you a bit confused, and like really isn't buying you because you're kind of like struggling. Grip, do you chime in?
Yeah, so as he's like looking over Squint, Script goes, I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why we don't have it in a place we know about is because I just bought the car. Everything's been transferred over to me. We just need to get it out of here so we can get it to their garage. There's some upgrades I need him to do.
You show him your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at it. Okay. I suppose that's all right. I'm going to take some information from you since you're not employees, but it does appear that your car is on our site. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So he'd ask you for your city ID or your NorCal ID, whichever you have. He presumes you're Night City people, just based on your look. You hand over your IDs to him.
I can't remember if Grip is wanted or not.
He is, but not.
Yeah.
But not like recent.
Maybe not in
or-
Fresno.
and definitely not in Fresno.
Okay, then yeah, I guess I'll hand it over.
Also, this is an NCPD, so
True.
he takes your identifications and very quickly scans them and then hands them back, and then kind of looks over his shoulder at the kind of bulletproof glass window where there's like two other guys back there. One of them kind of looks over and just kind of gives a thumbs up. Okay, seems you're clear to go. The parking is typically paid on exit. Looks like this car has been here since yesterday, 6 a.m. So you'll need to pay the fine for that. It's going to be a total of 500 eddies.
We'll take care of it on the way out, like you said.
Sounds good. We'll see you at the gate. You head in, and you kind of make your way to. It's on the first floor, so it's very much.
As we're walking there, Grip leans to Squints. You're welcome.
Right, man. I don't know. I just got my arm blown off. It's a new arm. Things aren't working right. It's just not balanced.
You're going to be blaming that arm for everything.
Oh heck yeah, we am.
That's all. You can go, John.
Don't make fun of my handicap.
You make it to the car. It is a beautiful, currently kind of gold patterned, like completely gold chrome, Rayfield's Caliburn. You hit the application button on your agent. The doors slide open like up like blades, so they don't like open normally. Kind of go up, and sitting into the vehicle, white leather interior, Rayfield logos very kind of prominent there. Grip, you're a big guy, and you kind of have to get pretty low to get into it. You're also an older guy, so whatever flesh parts that are still cricking and crocking, you're definitely having to kind of engage those bones and muscles to kind of get into the vehicle. Despite your size, though, it is a decent fit. Like, it doesn't feel like you're, like, you know, exploding out the seams of the damn thing. And when the door closes, like, all of the crystal dome kind of ignites so that you can see perfectly surround. Like, there are no bars in between. It is just a perfect 360 panorama of the situation around you. And the car starts automatically if you hit the power button. Yep. Upon doing so, purrs like a kitten and handles... I would say in your hands, like when you kind of first start moving the vehicle, it's kind of jumpy. Like, it's got a very insane response time. Like, it's perfect responses. Go ahead and make a drive land vehicles roll for me. Yeah, it honestly, with that 26, you feel like this. You're in the most expensive suit you've ever worn, and you're driving the most expensive vehicle you've ever driven, and you feel like €1,000, right? Like, you're just going up to the gate.
This is probably the closest Grip's ever felt to have made it.
Yeah,
Quote unquote.
100%. And you make it up to the gate, and he says, "Yeah, well, nice ride." And then he'll kind of hold out a data tab for you to give him cash, or
I do.
clear? Okay. Do you pay him in cash or do you pay him in like digital transfer?
Oh, I give him cash.
Okay. You kind of reach into your pocket and pull out cash. Do you leave him a tip?
Yes, he's getting a free 100 eddies just for being there.
The guy looks at you and goes, United City guys are built different. Kind of nods at you, his head at you. You have a good one. And you slip on through. You drive out into Fresno, and it's a hot, winter day, and you're just kind of moving around, driving back to the safe house without being too obvious about it.
Yep.
And you now have
Inconspicuous.
you now have a car that retail sells for 500,000 eddies in your possession. You don't technically own it yet. That needs to be handled in Night City, but
All right.
you do.
So
have
where's the when's the first demolition derby happening?
it. Honestly, with the pickup on this car, like you're thinking street races. Like you're probably like, okay. Kincaid can ride as my passenger, and he can just shoot people along with me, just shooting out the fucking car, shooting the other drivers. Hell yeah!
We got a techie to soup this thing up.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
put
Yeah,
a couple of traps or some spikes.
Or if you don't want to take the fuzz with you, and you think they'd be kind of a buzzkill when it comes to murdering people in a street race, take Leo. He can just fucking hack the other people's vehicles.
That's what I was thinking.
Pick up some
the driver to
quick
sleep.
hacks. So you make it back to the safe house, and they would say, well, we are going to... We wanted to transport you an AV. If you want to take that back with you, you'll have to drive it yourself. We also have opportunities for you to have it sent via corporate means, but that could take months.
That thing feels comfortable.
All right.
My
Is it a four-seater?
It
was
is
waiting for
not.
Yeah, it looks like a twofer.
It's a two-seater. Yeah. You can put somebody in the trunk. It's got a lot of trunk space. You can have somebody sit in somebody's lap. I mean, you can fit all 4 people in there. It just ain't gonna be comfortable for the ride back to Night City, is what I'm saying.
I do like this hillbilly ass means of driving back to Night City in the most expensive car any of us have ever seen.
Kincaid with Squints in his lap and then throw Leo in the trunk.
I'm more of a front kind of guy.
Well,
I'm more of a
honestly-
lap guy.
honestly, I can't remember if the Caliburn is front or back trunk. That's a good note. I'll have to check into it. Yeah, I know a couple of these fancier cars have the frunk, but yeah, I'm not sure if this
We
is one of
should,
them.
Going by
I
the
have beater
picture
car.
of the... Is this the Erendite?
No, this is the Caliburn, so this should be the other one.
This is the Caliburn, okay. Because the Erendite, there's no chance that's a front trunk.
No, for sure.
Okay.
I agree. That thing's all engine of front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could buy a cheap car and just convoy.
I don't think there's such a thing as a cheap car.
Yeah. So if you're wanting to buy a vehicle in Fresno, it's going to cost you a penny.
How pretty of a penny.
Could we have King Tao rent us one?
No, they definitely wouldn't be interested in doing
Or
that.
would they need a vehicle transferred to one of their corporate cities in
So they-
Night City?
That would take months, he said.
They can take all of
Oh.
you in an AV with them right now. But if you're wanting to split the group up, you're going to have one group arrive in literally an hour and a half. And then another group arrive in 3 to 6 hours, depending on how Grip drives. Like, if he's fucking flooring it, just going for it, like I said, it's a hybrid, so it's going to do it on 1 tank of gas. Like, it's going to do the trip no problem, right? But the thing is like, he's got to drive like a bat out of hell to get that time to 2 hours.
We're going to get 2 bottles of water and an empty bottle for Leo. Squints is gonna limber up. and I think we're ready to go.
We're all going in the Caliburn. We're doing it. Okay.
If
okay.
you guys are okay with that.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
It's the
I could just
funniest.
take the AV,
I've
it's
been going
fine.
by what's funniest so far, and it's paid off.
It has paid off. Okay, so if that's the case, I need. I'm gonna need 3 things. Okay, so
A contortionist roll.
the first thing I need is very similar to a contortionist role. If you have contortionist trained, I will allow contortionist for Squints and for Leo. Otherwise, from the first thing I need is from everybody but Grip, I need an endurance roll. Because you are definitely sitting in awkward positions or laying in awkward positions throughout the trip.
I got a cramp.
Yeah.
16, 12, and 9.
Yeah. So Kincaid, you're fine. You just got a tech in your lap. It's totally chill. And it's not even
I got
weird.
something poking in my back.
Leo, you're kind of jostling around inside, but you're able to manage. Like you kind of do fine. And Squints, for whatever reason, you just keep shifting, and Kincaid keeps telling you to stop shifting. It is an awkward ride the whole time for you, and you feel this kind of just pain throughout your spine.
Oh,
It's not anything awkward, you weird. How dare you try to say
Ew.
that Kincaid was
so your gun.
Squids keeps fucking with the seats.
Your gun is sticking into my hip.
That's his microwaver.
Is that your microwave?
I do have like 4 handguns on me at all times.
Squints, for the next day after the trip and during the trip, if anything happens, you have a -2 penalty to all rolls.
All rolls? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you're effectively seriously injured because of the weirdness of the position. Like
Cool.
your entire body is like fatigued and like falling asleep. You're not able to kind of get the angle right. You've been
The arms were hurting again.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
the
it's not getting the
arms-
blood flow.
Yeah, you're not able, and you're not sitting on it right. There's just a whole lot of mess of
Yeah,
things that
it's
are
just
happening.
rough, man.
And then, yeah, Leo, you're fine, and you are also fine. Okay, then the next thing I need is a drive land vehicles roll from Grip, and I want to make sure you understand, Zach. This is the one that will determine whether you're kind of getting there with like a high edge of like defense on the driving portion, or if you're kind of a little bit more noticeable and kind of clear for potential incursions or attacks. So if you want to spend luck,
19. Nope.
don't even
Fuck it.
care. Okay,
Don't
19,
give a shit.
19 beats my DV of 17, so we're good there. And then the last thing I need, pick a representative of the team and roll to see if there is, and you only have to roll once because of that drive land vehicles, random encounter possibility. You're going to roll a d10, and on a roll of
I'll do it.
1,
F do it.
2,
Oh, wait, Leo do it.
1 or 2, it is going to result in a potential
Sorry.
problem. You spend 2 hours driving through the roads, like just blurring through the roads at 180 miles per hour. Again, another reason why it's uncomfortable for Leo in the back. You're just kind of shifting around, kind of bumping around in the back. And it's also uncomfortable for Squints, who's like, got Uncle Kincaid kind of like holding you. And, it's just a whole situation.
I
right?
feel safe.
But you don't because the squeezing's hard and the door's also... there's no window to kind of press against because it's made out of metal too.
The ceiling's real low and he's sitting in my lap, so his neck is like
Yeah.
his head's against the window.
Hell yeah.
What was the model? A Rayfield what?
Caliburn. I'll send you the link.
I was just putting in my notes.
Okay. But there's a link for the car. Yeah, you make it back to Night City without any issue. When you enter into Night City at this point, because of the course of the day, I would say you'd probably be arriving on the north side of Night City at around, let's go with 2 p.m. Yeah, where do you want to drive when you get there?
I would vote Squints' garage.
Okay. Any other votes?
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to do while you're driving kind of into Night City that you would think to do or would want to do just for style points? Again, keeping in mind the cars, functions. If you have any questions about the toggles and switches that are kind of before you on your app and also on the car's dash display, feel free to ask.
Go do some donuts in whatever parking lot Hungary's at.
You do some donuts.
What are some of the features in the apps?
So
Like in
the
the app.
Crystal Coat program allows you to change the color and style of the car's exterior. With proper work, you can kind of formulate your own patterning, but even design like it to look like, pictures or graphics. But in the most basic form, you can change the color. You can change it to striped. You can change it to kind of polka dot. You can change it to like specific set patterns in the caliber and profile. You can make it chrome. You can make it matte. You can make it glossy. Whatever you want to do stylistically, you can probably do it on the Crystal Coat.
Do I still have it on my agent as well, or just his after?
It's on your
trigger
cyber
it?
deck. Yeah. It's on
Okay.
your deck.
During the drive, though, I just want to change it to like pink polka dots
Okay.
while I'm angry in the trunk.
Okay. Grip, you would get a notification from your phone that your Crystal Coat did just change to pink polka dots.
You should be able to see it on the hood, right?
No. That's a very fun fact about the Crystal Dome. It doesn't really show much of the vehicle.
Rolls
Is there
his eyes.
anything? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just that's it. He gets the notification. You see Grip just look at his agent, roll his eyes.
Is there anything Kincaid would be aware of as far as like registration in Night City?
Yeah, so you're coming in with a car that's registered for Northern California, or NorCal, which is a separate and independent state than Night City. Night City is not a part of NorCal anymore. So if police pull you over, it might be an issue. So you'd definitely be kind of mindful of that. Might want to come up with a cover story as to why you are in this car and are driving it, or you might want to, just be ready for that inevitable. Are we sticking with the
Well-
pink polka dots when we drive into Night City?
I don't really know we're in Night City. I'm in a
Yeah,
trunk.
you don't, but I'm asking Grip outside on the interior.
Do I have control over that?
It's on your phone, yeah.
Then yeah, right as we cross the maybe 20 miles out. Let's say that. He just flips it back.
Okay. What color do you want it? I mean, you don't have to flip it back to gold. You can do whatever you want.
It's more of a pearlescent green.
Love it.
Yeah.
Nice vermilion. Okay.
Yeah.
You enter into Night City with your fresh green car. Just need another D10 roll to see if NCPD gives you any trouble. Yeah, we're looking for a 1 or a 2 on the dice.
Zach F do it this time.
Yeah, do it. You do it.
So no problems from NCPD throughout, and you make your way. You probably feel bougie enough to kind of take your vehicle straight through Corpo Plaza without issue, and probably feel like that's going to be the least eyes are going to see you there, Grip. And you kind of make your way through Corpo Plaza into the Glen, and eventually end up in a back corner area and turn the corner over to Squint's garage. Squint's, you kind of shuffle for your clicker and pop open the garage door as you're kind of shuffling around on Uncle Kincaid's lap, and you enter into the garage without issue. And then the door closes, and everybody pops out of the caliber.
Clown car.
That's another successful mission right there.
I'll count it.
Well-
Stretch. Ugh.
I wouldn't know any buyers.
We really
We don't
wanna
have a
sell this
fixer
thing?
anymore. Yeah. I spent 9K getting it out of that town.
Okay,
Sounds like you can buy it for 9K.
I would.
You give him 9K? To pay
I don't
Kincaid
think he
back
would
and
want
keep it.
9K with how
We're
much it
looking
is.
for a return on investment.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wants a return.
That is.
That's
He paid
9K.
85.
Yeah. So he would get 500 extra out of you, and you'd get a caliber. Oh, I'm gonna leave the conversation. I do want you to actually discuss what you're wanting to think about doing with the vehicle.
Like now or
I
later?
don't see
Oh,
what any
now's
of you
good.
would want to do, keeping it wise.
I just sit back and watch.
Grip, it felt
I
right.
mean, cool car.
It felt right. Like it is the most right
Yeah.
you've ever felt. Like it. You could definitely pick up anybody with this vehicle. Like it wouldn't even be a question. Like it is the hottest of rides. You could go anywhere, do what you want. It's a nice fucking car. But it would probably sell for about 100,000 if you can find the right buyer.
Could kind of timeshare it.
Good timeshare it. Take Ast out for a good night on the town. Go out to the Badlands a little bit. Just take a strip on 96, I think, or whatever the fucking state road is out there.
Can anyone else drive it?
I mean, anybody can drive it. I-9 take it.
Well,
no, no.
That is not
I
the
think you
question.
I think you and I are about the same as on a drive roll.
Yeah, Kincaid.
Only
could.
2 less. Rolls a 1, puts it into a wall.
Grip argues to keep it, but Grip cannot afford to pay back the entirety of the investment in one go.
On the bright side, you only have to pay 75% of it.
I'll tell you right now, if the three of you could muster up 25K, I'll leave it alone.
Grip can muster up 25K.
Really?
Or no. Not
I'm not far
25K,
off from that.
2,500.
25,000.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think is what Kincaid was looking for.
Yeah, 25,000? No. 2,500, yes.
Yeah, and everybody
Saying
worked.
a quarter of what we could reasonably sell it for.
I would say everybody worked equally on their parts to make sure that car came out. Kincaid planned it. Squints got the suits and the look.
I don't know.
Leo cracked it, and Grip drove it.
Feels like spending dollars to make pennies now. I feel like we could make a lot more down the line, but if you want your quick buck, we can get your quick buck.
Where down the line do you see this paid off?
If we ever get hired by a fixer like Zigzag,
Ever see Summer again?
Kincaid completely forgot who that was.
Kincaid does a double take looking at Squints and then goes, and Squints is strangely like oscillating his new hand like this, like. It's just the vibe of Squints right now is totally fucked.
Sorry.
Okay.
I
was
kind
off
of
for a
want to keep
week.
it for a little bit too.
What are you working on, Jody?
I am making these little spools.
Okay.
The company paid me to make, so I have to file them down and test them on this thing to make sure they work. And because there's these itty bitty little nubs in them, so I have to file them down to make sure they fit exactly, or otherwise they don't.
Just wanted to make
They don't
sure
work.
that was clear. Because
No,
the,
yeah, no,
the
we're-
conversation did segue to a part where it did kind of look like you were jorculating the panini.
Yeah, no, I've been doing it the entire night. I have
Yeah.
to do 40 of these things for
Totally chill.
tonight. So
Totally chill. I just want to make sure the people watching aren't
Nope.
under a misapprehension.
working on these spools.
Fair enough. So are we keeping it or are we getting rid of it? The other thing too is you're probably not going to be able to sell it. You're going to need to have a fixer do it, which means they're going to take a cut. So 100,000 is generous.
I was actually going to ask that. What if we talk to the leader of the Valentinos, the ones that's renting me this building, and
You already owe
we-
them. They're not going to give you like a shit ton of favors.
Well, That's what I mean. We can use part of it to say, hey, this pays back what at least my share, what I owe, and
Yeah.
then we would maybe have use of the car in the future if we needed it.
Well, they probably wouldn't look at it. Like, once they get it, they're going to keep it for themselves.
Well, fine.
Especially since you're not gang.
I'm gang.
No, you are not Valentino's.
Oh, I hang out with them.
Yes.
We'll split the investment. I need $6,000 from the three of you, and we keep it.
6,000 total or a piece? What are you
6,000 total.
No, a piece for each one of us. 6,000 from each one of us.
Nah, he's just trying to
No,
recoup his
total.
losses for the money he spent on the suit.
Rent is coming up. I had
send
to
you
spend a
2,000.
shitload of money in Fresno.
Ouch.
I flick over 2,000.
I mean, yeah, I can send 2,000. That's not bad.
Same.
All right.
Okay.
The car is yours again.
It is ours.
Leo quickly changes it. It's bright red. Hit the play button on the old Russian communist. Our car.
You know me too well.
Yep. Okay. You have the car.
Okay.
What do you wish to do next?
I got some shopping I need to do, but do you say you can't buy very expensive? You need a fixer for it?
Yeah, so you would need a fixer, but you currently have one in Night City, Delphi, and also Hungary, and also Regina. At this point,
I'll send Delphi a message just asking if she can help me get to Black Ice programs.
yeah, I think I have a connect up in Kabuki Market in Watson.
I would send a message to wanting to get the arm that we talked about, so that I can work on it before I put it on.
Who's the cyber
Or have
arm?
it put on.
Cyber arm with the
cyber arm.
projectile launch system, right?
Yep.
Okay. Delphi would say, I don't have a contact. I would highly suggest you moving over to either Regina or Regina would probably have it, she would say. So Regina kind of gets in contact with you and goes, kind of a big ask. I can definitely come through on it, but gonna need a favor down the road, and I'll give it you at cost.
I mean, I'm always looking for work right now.
You got a cutter who
So-
can put it on you, or are you looking for somebody?
We met Redtail, right?
Yeah, you have.
I would probably go through Redtail just because I want a player to do it.
Okay.
But I want to use my perk to fix it up so there's less humanity loss whenever I have it put on and everything.
Gotcha. So, Cyber Arm, I believe, takes clinic. Let me double check. Cyber Arm. Cyber Arm is a hospital installation. So Redtail does have hospital access. However, because you're buying it separate and then installing the projectile launch system and the Cyber Arm, fine. She said she would sell them to you at cost. And if memory serves, the projectile launch system is 1,000. Yep. And the arm itself is 500. So 1,500 for that. You have the arm. Once you have it, you're going to upgrade it. Go ahead and use what you got to use. Let me check and see. It's like a maker ability, right?
It was one of my perks that I had. I think it's Technomancer.
Yeah. You also have
No.
upgrade expertise on
That's
your maker feature. So bear with me here. Let's take a gander at all. Technomancer, I think, is going to let you lessen the humanity.
Cyber you worked on or have installed that is later broken, removed, repair without additional cost, refunded cost.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh.
I don't know if it would play into it, but he also has executive level insurance.
Oh,
Compression perk.
honestly, yeah. If you don't want to have, like, you can have Redtail do it, but Redtail's going to have to make a roll and could botch it. Or because you have executive insurance, you could just walk into trauma team and they'll put it on
And
you.
cut off my arm and they're like, ah! And fix me.
They will literally do it free of charge because you have.
Okay, so yeah, that's.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
that's
what
probably
we'll
the better
do.
way to do it.
Okay.
So the hospital charge of 1,000 eddies will be discounted, but the cost of the cyber arm and projectile launch system is 1,500. So
Got that. I already took it down.
got it. And then on upgrade expertise, you can grant one of the following benefits to one of the items you're working on. So cyberware, you can lower the humanity loss that you would normally take for it by 1d6. Or you can increase the number of slots that the item normally has by 1. Cyber arms, I believe, have a total of 3, and the projectile launch system will take 2 of them. That's it. That's really all you can do for.
Well, I think. Let me see here. Humanity, I have a 39, and like I said, I have that.
It's gonna
Is
do
the compression
the
perk the one you were talking about?
compression is the one you were wanting to find. Yeah.
Well, that's one I got. It says you've worked on character reduced by an amount equal to your Cybertech's skill rank.
Right.
Minimum of 0.
So just so you understand, the cyber arm itself is 2d6. The projectile launch system is 4d6. So if you want to use your upgrade expertise and reduce that total to 5d6, that's totally chill. And then you will only you'll use compression on both, but the upgrade expertise will only be on the arm. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to do at this
I'm going to
moment,
go ahead and use that because I don't want to lose my humanity. That's more important to me.
cyber arm. I'm going to throw this onto your sheet, and then projectile launch system. I'm going to throw this onto your sheet as well. Okay, now we are going to go to your, what I want you to do is go to your cyber limbs section in your cyberware.
Okay, gear. Cyber optics, cyber limbs. Got it.
What is your cyber tech rank right now? The ranks you have in cyber tech.
That's not under limbs, right?
No, it should be under skills. Sorry, I thought it would be something you'd know. Offhand.
Technique. Cyber tech is a 22.
No. The ranks.
Your level in it.
Oh, level 6.
Okay. So go ahead and open up the brand new fresh cyberarm that I just threw on your sheet. By hitting the left, the arrow on the left there. Change the HL dice to 1d6 because of the upgrade. And then click roll.
5.
So we will then reduce your humanity loss for this item to 0 because of compression. Okay. So it does still reduce your maximum by 2 because it is a piece of cyberware being installed. Then we're going to move to Borgware, and you should see projectile launch system. Open it up. You will not be able to change the HL dice on this one. You're going to go ahead and click roll again. 18 minus 6 is 12. Just 2 shy of what is base, so that will put you where you could be. And at current, your empathy is now at 2. So what that means for you as a role play situation. Bear with me here. Gotta go to the right page.
And that already took away my humanity loss. It went down to 27, it looks like.
All down, yep. So 27, you're 3 shy of being back up to the where you need to be. But yeah, you are below the 30
What
mark.
do you mean? Okay, so I need to get back up to 30 somehow.
30 humanity means your empathy will switch back to 3. But because your empathy is now a 2, that means you are at a point effectively burgeoning on cyberpsychosis. The 3 or greater means you have no cyberpsychosis or dissociative disorders. If it's 2, you're borderline dissociative disorder. What that means in a role-playing sense is you're starting to see reality as more of a kind of a null space. Like, you're starting to disassociate a lot more from yourself, and you're starting to see things a bit more mechanically. Okay? You're going to roleplay that to your best ability. It's not going to affect anything mechanically. When you hit level 1 on the empathy, then it starts to get a bit more fucked up and you become a bit more psychotic. And then when you hit 0 and below 0, that's when you become cyberpsycho.
Okay.
And therapy and doing things that are genuinely good and beneficial for your character, like happy-go-lucky kind of situations, like big ticket items, like going to Disneyland if that was your character's dream or some shit like that. Like these kind of cool things. Getting a girlfriend would be something that increases your humanity, or a significant other if you're not into girls, etc., etc. Okay. Yeah, but yeah.
I will point out,
Good.
Kincaid should probably lose a little for what he did during the mission.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a concentration roll, actually. Whenever it's situational and you're kind of focused on the job, it could be the case that you were focused. Okay. So
11.
That's a failure. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Yep.
2d6.
That was 1.
So
8.
You're going to lose 8 humanity for the job.
Okay.
Yes, everyone come join me.
Didn't mean to roll. Join you.
In below 3, I think Grip was already there. And also,
I'm down to 4.
the projectile launch system, for some reason, says that the rockets are 4d6. Those are for the basic rounds of rockets, which it would come equipped with. You can purchase armor piercing. The projectile launch system's typical rocket is just a single fire shot that hits a target and deals direct damage. But I'm assuming that you're going to buy actual, like, missiles, right? Like rockets. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 96, and feel free to check the ammunition category. Or, sorry, it is 86. 96 is Atom Smasher's rocket launcher. I almost did it again. And
We'll get there.
Buying rockets, ammunition page, but it's in the book. Page 344. Okay. Any other questions regarding purchases, keeping cars, losing cars, what have you?
I actually asked Grip if he will give me a ride to Kabuki Market.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
You drive with the cool car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to finally sit up front.
Hell yeah.
View's much better from here than it is in the trunk. I promise you that.
And John, in the
hope so.
same vein of argument, Rip just had like the best afternoon of his entire life. What he gained in humanity.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a very solid point. I'm gonna go ahead and say roll 2d6, Grip. Yeah, 7.
7.
Get 7 humanity back. Add it to you should be able to add it to your therapy.
Yep.
A policeman stole a car and paid for the finest suit he's ever worn.
Yeah, no. Definitely, like, there was probably a moment on, like, the highway.
I didn't steal the car. I gave him a key.
There's probably a moment on the highway where you're kind of like, you know, I don't typically like pigs, but that Kincaid. He's a real charmer. Looking at him bouncing squints on his lap.
Can't help it.
It's a very awkward drive. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Okay. You head to Kabuki Market and you go up into the kind of top installation space up there. You walk in. A lady at the counter kind of looks at you and says, "You Regina's friend?"
I don't I didn't say Regina, right? Didn't I say the other one?
You said Delphi.
But either way, yes.
But
Yeah.
it says you're Regina's friend? Yeah, it was 100%
Yeah,
intentional.
I am
on my
actually.
end.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. So she looks at you and says, "You are looking for some pickaxe?"
Some black ice, actually. If you have it.
Oh. Okay. What are you looking for specifically?
A kraken and a dragon.
Yeah, I think I've got that. 1 second. Kraken's gonna cost you, with your friendship, I suppose, 1,200. The dragon, same.
Let's call it 1,100 each, and we have a deal.
Paying cash?
Cash.
Okay, we have a deal.
Okay. We'll hand it over.
All right. Easy enough. You head back outside. I assume that Grip is just doing fucking donuts around the roundabout. Because if
Just
you're not,
gently rubbing the dashboard, like whispering things you don't want to hear.
you just met with Yoko, who, if you played the video game, it's like the first netrunner they throw you at that like teaches you how to do programs. And so like the Kabuki Market roundabout is literally right there for him to just kind of just drive around in a circle if he wanted to.
How well do I still remember Watson?
Do you have local expert Watson or?
Yeah, that's what I just rolled.
Oh, well, you're looking at that. You know it very well. What are you looking for?
You hungry, Grip? I'm getting pretty hungry.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
You like yakitori? I know a good spot.
I like just about everything that's edible.
Head up
Let's head
to.
to Croman.
Quite frankly, I've had to eat some things that aren't edible before.
You head up
This spot's
to
going to blow your mind.
Watson. And you go to a place. What's the name of it there, Daniel?
Croman yakitori?
Yes. And I didn't have a marker for it in this one because it's a newer location. But yeah, you head up that way. And entering in, you'd see a portly gentleman with 4 arms, 2 robotic, 2 meat, cotton in the back. Kind of looks at you as you enter, throws some stuff up on the counter, and then kind of moves over to the register and says, "Can I help you?"
I'll just lick Grip. 4 yakitori, please.
Got it. And he goes back, cuts a little bit more, and you can hear the sizzle of meat. Like, it doesn't sound like Scott. It definitely has a different sound to it. And he'll throw out some yakitori for you to eat.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Grab one, slide 3 in front of Grip.
Grip, it's real meat. It looks like it's genuine meat. Do me a favor, Grip. Make me a first aid roll. I guess would probably be the better bet.
Say,
First aid, yeah.
you got it, buddy. 15?
You're pretty sure that you're being served meat. And your presumption is that it's probably some form of scavenger meat. Like it's people. It's Soylent Green.
Yeah.
But
Grip
it's good,
doesn't love it, but he'll eat it.
Okay.
Again, there's worse things he's had to eat before.
But Grip doesn't like. He's kind of showing like it's fine, I guess. Kind of looking at Leo like it's no big deal.
I'm not having an emotional response to finding out you brought me to eat humans. Grip, it's like no different than if you brought me to get like burgers or brought me to get like fucking sushi, like just because it's people. It's just like not what I would choose, but isn't affected by it.
Does Leo know?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, blissful ignorance.
He just knows it's good.
Okay, so you kind of like get the just rundown simple meal, and then you kind of head out and back into the Rayfield. There's definitely a bunch of people outside who are looking at it. A couple of them are like Maelstrom gangers, but they don't fuck with it. which to you, Leo, would be like kind of a weird circumstance. Like it's in their neighborhood, they would want to fuck with it.
I just like kind of. I'll just send like a message over. Like, seems weird that they're not doing anything. I just don't say it out loud.
Okay. You back in the vehicle, and then where do you head?
I have no other plans. Whatever Grip wants to do.
What does Grip want to do?
What was it that Grip wanted to do? Well, Grip needs new armor, so I'm just gonna go out and buy that first off.
Okay.
Because you just destroyed it last time.
Yeah, so you would know a guy named, it's the 24th. I'm going to say you know a guy, but you don't think that you saw their car when you drove past. So you kind of just drive past that and kind of head into where you know Regina is probably about, and kind of call her to see if she can't drop you some armor for the cash. And you're able to purchase light armor jack without issue. If you want higher armor jacks, that's fine too. Just cost.
Nah, Grip runs in a light armor jack.
Okay, yeah. High cost, easy enough. It's a simple pop and pay pickup. Anything else?
There was a thrown weapon that I can't remember the name of that I wanted to buy. And I'm really struggling to remember what it was called. And I might just have to wait until next time.
Okay.
Because I can't find it.
Take your
An
time.
EMP knife. I know a guy who sells them.
What's that?
EMP knife. I know a guy who sells them. Super cheap.
Was it a black chrome thing?
I think so.
Okay. So, during about late afternoon, again, we're on the Friday, you get a text, Kincaid, from Delphi. The Kangtao commanders gave you the data. Just want to check if you had time to look it over or not.
I handed it over to Leo at the meet. The data shard?
Yeah, that's right. And she'd send back. You get a chance to take a look at it. Pretty informative.
Ah, utility tomahawks. That's what I wanted.
Okay. How much are they?
They're 100 eddies apiece.
Oh yeah, you're able to find the.
He wants 50 of them.
Depending on how many you ask for, Regina's able to
5.
Yeah, Regina's able to get those, and they're with this the light armor jack.
Hell yes.
I guess I'll reach out to Leo, see if he'd be able to show me what's on the shard.
Leo is able to do that. Leo does that. And he
Okay.
says,
So when you
I'll just meet him at his place, I guess.
Yeah, when you investigate the shard, it has all of the footage of you from the Kangtao instance. It looks like this has been removed, and from what you can tell, it looks like all initial instances were purged. Looks like, based on what you're able to kind of look at in the data, it looks like it's been spawned. The data has been spawned 3 times, meaning 2 duplicates were made of the original. This appears to be one of the duplicates. The presumption is the original and the other duplicate are with Kangtao. Possibly one was sent on to Delphi, you're not sure. The information that you extracted from the database and basically handed over immediately, without really having an opportunity to kind of go over it in its raw format, you are able to denote that the individual that they were wanting the information on was a former employee for Knight Corporation that went by the name of...
Hanzai Tomi?
Right. What you were able to denote from their human resources information from the company is that the name Hanzai is apparently a moniker granted by Arasaka to individuals who are born without parents, or like or born without a parent, like bastard children. You would note too, they're kind of also sometimes regarded as sorry, not specifically bastard children. They're more or less people who have done wrong to the corporation and who are kind of pushed away from the company, or who are allowed in the company despite their wrongdoings. This individual, Hanzai Atomi, worked for the company. He would have been back in the Arasaka files, according to Night Corp's information. He worked with Arasaka during the 50s. In 2064, he was hired by Night Corporation to be added to their roster of individuals. 2065 is when he was hired by Night Corp. He was hired by their roster to ensure the duplication of engrams, information that is basically replicant of an individual, basically a either constructed or duplicated artificial intelligence, a persona. And this was for Night Corporation's cloning program at first. According to his data file and employee status, it was shifted in 2068 to be a part of a program called Carpe Noctem, which is a program that was to create engrams that overlaid on a person's neuroport and modified their behavioral output to whatever the company wanted. Effectively, they would put a chip into a person and make it so that they enjoyed and loved working 12 hours a day or 20 hours a day. Like, whatever they wanted the person to do, they could make them love it, enjoy it, and basically change who they are fundamentally. The program was halted in 2069 due to the Unification War. Night Corp put it on ice. It wasn't reestablished until 2072, but in earnest in 2073. Not much information besides what I've granted you regarding the program is given to you in this data. You would see that he was terminated from employment with Night Corporation in 2075. The reason for that is that he took over using the initial prototype of the Carpe Noctem program, took over every other member of his department and caused several of them to jump off of the Night Corp building. The act was seen as obviously termination worthy. He was to be handed over to Night City Police Department at the time of his termination. However, he was never physically terminated and seen off of the premise due to the fact that after that engagement, he left Night Corporation, stealing one of Night Corporation's AVs in the process, which is, according to their data file, a product and a returnable that they very much desire to see returned to the facility, the AV in question. Doing due diligence and kind of following up on the AV, give me a library search roll.
Is this me or
This would be
Leo?
Leo. Actually, you can go ahead and make one as well.
I think we're both pretty good at it.
Yeah, you can make one as well. You're definitely going for different avenues of what the AV means. Yeah.
Nope. Leo, take the wheel.
So, it's funny that you say it that way. What you would note is that the AV in question is what is called a command AV. Night Corporation doesn't have a security team or detail. So typically they don't want personnel that are their staff who are not technically trusted or absolutely loyal individuals, unless they're programmed to be that way through sick, twisted programs. But they are basically like given to employees for temporary status. But more often than not, AVs don't have an actual pilot. They're all done through AI programs. And this command AV is piloted by an individual, but it also allows for that individual to commandeer other AV and use them as like a fleet or move them as like a old-timey caravan.
Roger. Is Hanzai Atomi G?
According to the information that's present here, you have a very strong case for that being true. The thing that you would note about the AV2 is that they are solid black Night Corp branded, but the Night Corp branding is very small and easily removed. But besides that, would be seen as older style AV units that are slightly up armored and can definitely be upgraded with armaments.
Does that look like any AVs we've seen recently? Like
Yeah.
on a road trip?
So you definitely have reports on, and we've mentioned them before, the Einhand terrorist group, which is presumed to be attached to G, flew at Kangtao with a number of black AVs and attacked their headquarters building. There was also an instance where 3 black AVs came into Charter Hill and abducted a woman named Angel Holt, daughter, estranged daughter of former deputy mayor. And more recently, you're getting back into town and just hearing about it, but there was a report that in Kabuki, like you'd probably have heard it from Yoko or somebody therein, a black AV was seen landing on an apartment building nearby.
Do we know which apartment building?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to check it out?
Okay. Just bring
Would
that
there
up to
be any
consider.
public records on Hanzai?
On Hanzai Atomi, no, there are no public records. And it's actually interesting that you ask that. You're checking,
Or rather, PD records?
yeah, you're checking in the PD, and it definitely looks like there is an entry for Hanzai Atomi, but it looks like there are no records for Hanzai Atomi, which means 2 things. It means that they had a file, and it left. And the second thing that means is it was either removed by NCPD for whatever reason, or the court systems could also be included in that, or it was removed by someone else. And there are no leads on that. There's no like metadata or tracking. It is completely expunged from NCP.
Yeah, I don't know what else to begin looking for. We have like small leads to follow up on, but
You have Hanzai Atomi's old address.
okay, that's one of the things I was
Gonna
looking
ask.
for.
Yeah.
I also
Again,
have one other route to try to look up to see if it's him as well.
okay. Well, go ahead with your option, and then I'll tell you what the address is.
Mine is logging into Elfline to Ella's Elfline account,
Mhm.
looking at his contact list.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely would see that it is a vibrant list of friends. All of them appear to be offline and have been for some time. Like in and around the first meeting of Ella, like it seems like most of them have been kind of offline since then. Go ahead and make me an interface roll. You're a smart enough cookie with that 12 to know that a lot of these accounts are Smurf accounts. What I mean to say is you check like the kind of data like associated with them and like how they were created, and you realize they didn't actually like formulate like true accounts. These were individuals that were basically, these are accounts that were made up by somebody and were probably being used by the same person. And they all seem to kind of link and load to the same connection point, which seems to be a location out in the Badlands, or rather, sorry, out in Dustin.
Okay. But nothing stands out as G specifically in there.
Your assumption is that they are all, like a good majority of his friends, are all G.
Okay.
And G was basically creating a grouping around Ella in elf lines that was probably subtly manipulating him. There are no chat logs or anything that you're able to kind of pull or detect, but that's because most conversations are had during VR.
Gotcha.
They're like verbal communications, and it's not recorded.
Okay, that was mine.
Okay. Britt, Quince, you got any thoughts?
I'm gonna say, just for spice's sake, that Squints is still trying to get used to this implant. He's feeling kind of weird, so he's kind of quieter than usual, and just kind of a lot of staring off into space.
Focusing on his tasks once he gets back in. You're told to kind of rest.
I was gonna say, because I'm
Yeah.
technically not with them, right?
Yeah, you go get your arm chopped off and get a new arm applied, and then, yeah, kind of head back home and are told to rest a little bit.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. I want to make sure I didn't know all the things that they were saying, because I was playing it like I'm not with
Sure.
them currently.
Do you keep them, I mean, do you keep each other up to date, though? Like, with the data? Like, you gotta maintain
Yeah,
a
more or less.
group chat? Okay.
So what leads do we have? There's the school, where there has been distribution of bitumen. There's that doctor with a weird name that I can't recall,
Deepak.
Deepak, who I think I had other name I can't recall. Keep tabs on him. So I feel like I would reach out to that guy in the
Yeah, you have
vice department.
your partner.
My almost partner. Yeah.
Okay. You reach out to him?
Yeah, I'll send him a message.
Hey, hey, boss. I'm trying to figure out my own name real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, it's fair. It happens to me all the time.
Jason Waterman.
Waterman.
Detective in training at NCPD. Vice. He says, "What's going on?"
Looking for updates. Any news on Deepak?
Deepak Murdy, he has been in his office, seems like 12 hours a day. There was one instance back on the 23rd where he seemed to have a visitor landed nearby, a small landing pad just on the waterfront. I believe it's owned by Orbital Air. It looked like a solid black AV. Kind of matched the same description as some of the ones that attacked Kang Tao back in November, but I couldn't pull an ID source on it. Not from the angle that we had it at. They, a couple of folks in security armor kind of entered into his establishment. I'm assuming for Ripper Doc processes. You might have cameras inside that would give you better detail on them. Looked like they were all wearing helmets, so we couldn't get an ID on them. Other than that, nothing strange, nothing weird. Hasn't had any notable customers, some walk-ins, some people.
What was the date on that black AV?
23rd. Early morning.
Excellent. Good work, officer.
Thanks. And you can just hear a smile over the phone.
Yeah. Like I almost call him detective.
and he thinks that you did.
That's fair. He's allowed.
Imagination's still
so-
legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far. So we've got Deepak we could shake down for information. School is not a tight lead, but it is a lead. And I think Leo said he may have seen a landing of one of these AVs.
Heard about a black AV landing on an apartment building in Kabuki as another possible lead. And then when I went into Ella's Elfline account, it's like pretty much all of his friends are like their accounts are originating from the same spot in Dustin, which might be worth looking into.
Dustin.
I'll say
This guy's
too,
all over the place.
if you kind of pull your information, Leo, you'd actually note that it seems to be coming from Dustin, close to Charter Hill, and your presumption is that it's that first building that you went into where all the dolls were present. Your assumption is that they had a net connection there, and we're kind of pulling net connection from Charter Hill, and the Smurfs were like legitimate like scabs that were being forced to play elf lines as puppets.
That's funny. What was the last connection date for any of those accounts?
Right around when Ella got arrested.
Was that about the time that we stormed the building?
Yeah, pretty spot on.
Okay.
End of January.
So I'm guessing he ditched that nest. And I'll open it up to the group. Do you feel like checking out a landing pad in Kabuki or shaking down a doctor for information? Either way, we're probably going to be pretty conspicuous asking about these things.
I'm a lot better at shaking than I am at searching.
Me too, buddy.
We're guaranteed information with a person rather than checking out a location.
Sounds good to me.
I will say, just as a retroactive, Leo, you were very close to the apartment building, and Grip, you were driving him around. If you two want to make a perception roll real quick.
-2.
That's a great perception roll.
Leo,
Driving with
I
his
was
eyes
having
closed.
way too much fun driving.
you did notice that there was police tape around the apartment building, but you only just recall that. Like you think you saw police tape around that apartment building, but you aren't sure. And then like you're kind of like in this moment, kind of double check the address, and then you're like, I'm pretty sure. Then you do like a street view of that building. You're like, that was that apartment building. It had police tape outside of it, and a big nasty hole in the facade of the front of it.
I'll research. Yeah, if he's sharing that, I'll research
Yeah,
PD for any kind of report on what was going on in that area.
Yeah, appears that there was a very explosive shootout. A black AV was on top of the building. Purportedly, 3 potentially cyber psycho individuals killed all parties in the black AV, a security team, and also destroyed the AV on site. The AV was removed from the site location by NCPD. It does look as though the remnants of that black AV are currently being held at Precinct 3, which is in Precinct 1, which is downtown Corporate Plaza. It looks as though the individuals who died, their bodies are also being held at Precinct 1 in their morgue. They are presumed to be attached to a terrorist organization known as the Ein Hand. In addition to that, there are individuals that were seen on site, and the very short video that you're able to see of them, you would see that it looks like there's a very short guy with a very strange looking like business suit, who is seen removing the corpse of a woman from the front area and leaving very quickly. There is video footage of what appears to be a exec for Militech leaving the building with very little care or concern, being flanked by a couple of badasses. If you show this video footage to Grip and to Leo, they would recognize one of the two badasses that are flanking that guy as the cook at the restaurant you guys just went to.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, in the effort to share information, yeah, I'm letting them see it if they're willing to see it. Nobody else could be ID'd.
Nope. And the exec couldn't be ID'd. They were wearing some sort of helmet. Really sick business suit, but then a gold helmet.
Everybody's so conspicuous these days.
The two individuals though that you see, the cook-looking guy and the badass Solo. The Solo, I mean, he just looks like a street samurai type, kind of a hard-ass motherfucker with yellow cyber arms, like a cyber eye that's bright red and big. He looks like a brightly colored version of Rex Colt from the Far Cry. What was the dragon one? Anyways,
I got nothing.
hold on. Far Cry Blood Dragon. No? Nobody?
Thank
All
you.
Did nobody play Far Cry Blood Dragon? Am I the only one?
Yes.
Okay.
Feeling that way.
I'm gonna post a picture of the character from Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Okay.
I'm gonna post the cover art for Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Hey, I recognize that guy.
That looks like the guy from the first Terminator movie.
You say you recognize that guy, Leo?
Yeah, one of the guys in the picture.
Anyway, yeah, if they have any input on what that could have been about, you said it could have been cyber psychos that fought off this black AV.
Yeah, they haven't confirmed the identities of the individuals that were on the roof.
Gotcha.
But I did say that I recognize one of the guys in the photo or in the video.
It's already been established that NCPD doesn't want me on this case in general, so I doubt I get much headway trying to access information at Precinct 1. So I still feel like Deepak Murdy is the avenue we take.
You could also put a request out to either Delphi, Regina, or if you have another picture you have in mind, to see if they can't get into Precinct 1 and pull that information for you.
I would ask that of Regina.
Okay. Oh shit. Is this related to Cryptid?
I don't know who that is.
I guess not then. No problems. I'll see what I can't do.
Much appreciated. Still on this same case. Leave it at that.
Okay. And then you're heading to Deepox?
Yeah, I think it's an intimidation time.
Love to hear it.
Put
Okay.
Squints up there.
So you head to Deepak Murdy's location. It is a small little ripper dock just right there on the waterfront. Just underneath highway out to Orbital Air's NCX, which is the spaceport and airport for Night City proper. The ripper dock in question, it's a very simple facade, kind of set like a strip mall like presence on the bottom level of a larger building. So you kind of walk up onto the space. You can see the CCTV cameras that the footage that you were kind of shown seems to be coming from. And kind of zooming in on that location, you can see how there's like the kind of looks like it almost looks like two gray buildings, but it's actually just the way the roof is done. It's this building here. The camera is coming from this building here. Is connected to the N54 building, and it's close to GNMM Entertainment, which is just a small little entertainment house and security firm just there. The camera catches this area back here, and there's a small AV landing pad just on the side of the building, kind of lower to the water area. That's where the black AV that Waterman must have been talking about. That's probably where it landed. And then the individuals came around to Deepak's Ripper Dock location. You're pretty sure there's a back door, but you can see the front door. But you're pretty sure that those are the only two ways in and out of this location.
How much of the building is the docks office?
It's basically just a small little kind of hole in the wall situation. It probably goes
Okay.
through the entirety of the ground floor, but it's next to a pharmaceutical building or pharmaceutical office, so probably not attached. They sell drugs there, and then to the left of that, there's a very small like clothing outlet.
I'll ask Grip and Leo to cover the rear exit. Meet me
Sounds good.
inside after a spell.
You want me to
And-
keep covering the exit and have Leo join you inside?
I mean, if you got it, you've got it. I'll have Leo come with me inside.
Grip's got it.
Squints is also welcome.
You
I
know,
will
bring the
be
muscle.
It's got that nice suit.
You say that, and like it pans the camera like up, and all you see is like Leo, and he's like in a shadow, and it's grip shaped. Yeah, bring the muscle. Okay, so you three are going in the front. Grip, you're going in the back. Grip, you're making your way first. When you get around the back, you can see the AV landing pad I mentioned, and there's a chain link fence with a sewer door kind of set inside of it, so like a more solid fencing system. And you can see notations that seem to indicate high voltage on that. It doesn't look like there's very many access points up and above. Looking at the secure door, it does look like the along the side of the fencing that kind of runs along the water, it kind of breaks off after about 15 feet. And you can see kind of bright red lights on the side wall of the above the water, and those red lights indicate that there's a ladder up from the water to that location. You're pretty sure that unless you're trying electronic security, you're gonna have to take a dip and kind of climb up the ladder to get up to where you want it. You okay with that? Zach? You're muted if you're talking.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics roll for me. Let's see how good at swimming Grip is.
Yeah. 24.
Swan dive straight in very quickly, like 3 or 4 strokes, and you're pushing your body very fast through the water with those gorilla arms. Grab a hold of the ladder and just start making your way up, kind of taking it in like leaps, like throwing your body up, and you're able to kind of get up to that position, coming around to the back of the building. The back of the building, you can see that there is another alleyway that kind of leads behind the building and around the back and under the highway in question to the convention center. You'd also see that there is a method of kind of running out to these, which are tunnels that go underwater. These are just the tops of them, and they actually lead out to NCX themselves. So there are other passageways for individuals to kind of make their way to airport facilities. You'd see the back doors. There looks like there's 3 of them. Doing the math real quick, the middle one is the docks. Do you want to stand near it, or do you want to kind of take a vantage point, like on this other building, or kind of near that one to kind of wait with optics and without you being seen? And if you're talking,
You said
you can be like right next to the door waiting, or you can be like a distance away, kind of watching from a distance.
I think, is it sniper distance?
Yeah.
Then it's sniper distance.
Okay. You could go take a spot, pull out the sniper, maintain optics, chamber the first
Yep.
round. If that door opens
Yes,
and
sir.
somebody runs out of it, you're putting a round through their leg. Okay. 3 of you enter in the front door.
Is it a busy place?
Nope. Quite dead, actually. You would see that it is simple office up front, and then there are plastic sheets that are kind of covering a backspace, and the sheets seem to have like display paneling through them. So they're kind of showing advertisements, and they're very hard to see through. Not exactly translucent sheets or transparent sheets, but they are semi-transparent. You would see just as you kind of enter in and kind of make your way to the counter and kind of are looking around, it does appear that there is somebody in the back, but nobody up front. I need all 3 of you to go ahead and make a perception roll.
Did you say there was any cameras in the front, or no? Like inside the
That'll be
room?
determined by this roll.
We all
21,
did good.
19, 20.
Okay, so you're going to see a couple of things on this instance, and everybody got it. You guys did great. So you're all kind of catching in as to what's happening and can react immediately. There's a camera that's covering the space here. There is a security turret that's also in this space. There's a drop-down ADU that will basically be firing small arms ammunition at you when it's deployed. And it's a PDU rather, which means that there's a person who has an activator and will be able to turn it on, and it'll start doing the thing it's supposed to do. The main thing that you're seeing, though, is the second you enter in, Kincaid, when Leo walks in and Squints walks in, it doesn't seem to be an issue if they go first. But whenever Kincaid enters, you see whoever's in the back kind of gasp and get up with something in their hand and start moving. So you can respond to it immediately. I'm going to pause the music here because we're a little bit more action-packed here. But it looks like they're basically trying to react to you entering specifically.
How far away are they that I see them?
Maybe it's going to be in feet. It's probably like 20 feet, so 21 7 meters.
7 meters.
Yep. And if you move at them.
Oh wait, movement is like by 2 meters each, isn't it?
Yeah, correct. So you can.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can move more than enough.
Yeah, I'm chasing after them.
Okay.
If they're running away from me,
Yeah, you see them start to get up, and you're on them, like with your movement without issue. So if you want to,
I go to grab them.
go ahead and make a brawling roll. The DV I have set for you is a 15. Yeah, as they're
21?
running, you grab a hold of them. I explain the situation. I want you to tell me exactly.
Could I grab the thing out of his hand instead?
So you're grabbing the thing out of his hand instead. Hold on a second here.
Can I
Because I'm
just
assuming
say what
that's
I want
the
to do so it's not
trigger.
metagaming? I want to. You said we saw where the turret comes down. I want to get directly underneath it.
So disarming is its own action, and it has to be done on a grab target unless you have a martial art that lets you do it in another way. So unfortunately, I do have to say you grab a hold of
I
him.
thought a grab was on a person or on a thing they were holding.
Hold on. Great question.
I have the solution to all of this. I'll just system reset him instantly.
Well, we're here. And grab and hold an opponent or take away an object they are holding. Oh, interesting. Why are there martial arts? I guess it does it as a non-action or a part of an attack. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So instead of grabbing him, you take his ADU. He's able to get away from you. Or PDU, rather. He's able to get away from you. But you have the turret dropper. Okay? Squints, seeing that, you can react to that, and Leo, seeing that, you can react to that.
Can I check into him?
Yep.
Any self-ice?
He does have self-ice. It looks like he has a total of 3 self-ice installed.
Well... Alright, well, guess I'm going to try to break these 3.
Okay.
Over Hollow, I want him alive.
Yeah, of course.
If that wasn't clear.
You said he was how close?
He's
You
definitely...
said 7 meters?
Yeah.
Okay. Should be adding +1.
Okay. First one is breached. Second one is breached. Third one is not breached.
Okay.
Okay.
Good try.
And then Squints,
How far away am I from him?
7 meters.
I said, okay, I was gonna say, I said I got underneath where the turret drops. If I see he has that,
Yeah, it looks like Kincaid snatched the security system away from him.
I want to go. And,
non-lethals.
yeah, I want to try to get up to him and stab him with my knife, my EMP knife.
All right, I've rolled evasion. He's got a 15 on the roll. Go ahead and throw your melee weapons attack,
That's
or you throw
Where's it at?
your blade attack. If you have it in your attack, your weapons, it should be there. It should be an attack option.
It's not in my. I didn't have a.
Okay.
No.
Just go ahead and roll a melee weapons skill check. Then it's under fighting.
Fighting.
Okay,
20.
yeah, you stab him, and then the suppression knife. Let me go ahead and just find it.
It's
Acts
supposed
as
to
a
take out
microwaver, doesn't
one
it?
thing.
Yeah, it's basically a microwaver. 2 pieces.
Oh, microwaver does too.
Yeah, so does the knife.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
He will beat the cybertech check, the DV-15. So it looks like he is not going to take any effects from the EMP effect. And also, you hit him. I'm giving you the cybertech check just for free because of narrative. Damage is not necessary. He does appear to have subdermal plating. So for narrative purposes, you dealt 1 point of damage. Don't worry about rolling damage, because you have to do at least 1 point of damage to 0 point. At that, as he's kind of stabbed and the thing is taken out of his hand, he immediately bolts for the back door. Door opens and he rushes out. What happens?
He said BRB.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
no, I'm back already. Sorry.
Okay.
Take the shot.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I did not make it.
Well, the DV was 16, but yeah, that shot will miss.
Yeah.
Okay, he immediately will end his turn, but he is now out the door, and he has a pretty sizable lead. If you do not have a 7 move or higher, you will not be able to catch up with him if you're outside, and if you're inside. And if you have a 6 move or higher, you can catch up to him if you're outside. So who has 7 on the interior?
I do.
No. Okay, so Kincaid, you're kind of like, as everybody starts booking out after him, I'll say that you kind of chase after him and you're losing ground. Leo, you were next. We're following the same initiative, so I don't have the same problems if I murder you.
I mean, I'll still shoot him with a stun gun.
Okay. You have to run to get to where he's at, and so, like, because he's not
To
going
get within range?
He's not going in a straight line.
Okay.
He's going out the door, going left. He got shot at, and then he's going left again as he's kind of rounding around the other side of the building. So to get to a vantage point where you can see him, you're going to have to take the run action.
Okay, then I'll just run after him. I don't
Yeah.
have anything else I can do.
And the same will be true of Leo and Squints, because they have to take the run action to catch him. And
Well, I just need to get close enough to see him, right?
what I just
Within
said to
50
him
meters.
is still the same for you. To keep on him, you will have to take the run action, because he has taken
Okay.
the run action and he has fully rounded the outside of the building. Now on the next turn, depending on what he does, you may be able to get him to be running in a straight thoroughfare, but I mean, he doesn't seem to be dumb.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just run.
Okay, bolting after him, Squints, bolting after him.
Yep.
And then the last person on the initiative docket was Grip, so rolting after him.
Yeah, Grip has a move of 8, and he's got throwing weapons.
Same situation. So because
Yeah.
he's rounding the corner, you would have to run after him. The only way you're going to gain ground on him quicker than that is by some means of like accelerated movement, such as like a grapple hand or something to that effect.
Thrown weapons are a brawling attack, right?
They are a melee weapon attack.
Okay, never mind then.
You do have a grapple hand.
I do have a grapple hand.
Okay. If you want to use your grapple hand to try and keep pace with him, just go ahead and double check the exact wording on grappler. Yeah, 30 meters away. So that would effectively be an equivalent of 10 move, which is what I was needing to catch him and shoot him. So you grapple hand, grab the side of the building, like the corner side of the building, and shoot over to him. And as you're falling, you have him in range to fire or shoot at him, if you would like to. You cannot shoot the sniper rifle because it requires a bolt reload.
Oh my god!
You throw it, it hits, it just bounces on the ground and then flies up in the air, coming up towards you as you land and hit the ground. Yeah, you're moving.
Do I get rate of fire too?
No, the grapple hand was the first rate of fire.
Got it.
Normally an action to fire it, but I'm allowing it for the movement here. Effectively, you're losing your movement and being allowed to take a shot. Okay. He will continue running, but when he gets out onto the street, he is going to turn right, and he is now heading down southbound on what's the name of the street here? Skyline West. Okay, so if anybody pursues, it's going to be another series of run actions to just get sight of him again, and that's for everybody. Grapple hands won't help here. Angling won't. It won't change anything. So run. You're chasing after him. You get onto Skyline West. It's a very kind of busy situation. There are a lot of people out and about in the afternoon time on Skyline West. I would like for everybody to make a perception roll. DV is 15. Okay, good eyes. Gwen's good eyes. So, Leo, Grip, you lose sight of him in the crowd, but Kincaid and Squints catch sight of him and are able to keep up with him. You are tailing him in a straight line. He is heading straight down Skyline West. As I mentioned, a very populated city street and sidewalk. Cars are whipping past at relatively even pace, and you're running after the guy kind of moving through the crowd. DVs on any attack rolls will need to be aim shots. If they are not aim shots, there's a chance that you could hit pedestrians. So if you don't care about that, go nuts. But if it's something you care about, then you can move and shoot, but he is still running, which means he will gain ground on you at this point. You are in an effective chase situation.
We haven't gained any ground on him at all.
No, yeah, he's moving at a clip of 8. The only person who could catch up with him would be Grip. The only people who are able to kind of keep up with him and keep sight on him and are Leo and Squints and Grip. Kincaid, you're kind of falling behind the pack, but you are able to spot him and see him as you're the last person around the corner and get onto the street.
Take a
I've
car
lost
and
him.
we can call out position.
Yeah,
Hit
you're on hollow.
something.
For sure. You're not.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna start calling out position. Somebody grab a car or something, so we can move this guy down.
Oh yeah, Grip, get your car.
It's
Call it
fancy
to
enough. Can I like remote call it to me?
Yeah, and I'll
Yeah.
let you do it as a free action. Now, here's the fun situation here. I need you to roll a D10 on a 1 through 5. It is heading northbound. 6 through 10, it is heading southbound. Because anytime you call a car in Cyberpunk 2077, it could be on the wrong side of the street. It's fucking random.
Turn around to call it again.
So you roll the 6, that means it is heading southbound. So it is pulling up, it's kind of moving, and it will be enterable on your next turn, Grip. Anyone else can then enter after Grip's turn. Because the sequence has shifted, Grip is going first in the initiative count, and we're going to lock this in. Grip did set up first, so that makes sense. It's going to go Grip, Kincaid, Leo, Squints. Grip, Kincaid, Leo, Squints. Guy. Okay? So Grip is done.
What kind of DV would I need to hit him with an aimed shot?
So the aim shot is going to be a -8 to your roll. You do not know whether or not he's going to be able to evade it, and the distance that you'd be shooting at is going to be a total of 15 meters.
15.
Which is about 7 squares. 8 squares.
I can never remember like the range table for a gun.
I believe it's going to put you in its third category, which is going to be a slightly higher DV.
I think it's 20.
I gotta keep eyes on him. I'll run. I'm
Okay.
calling out his location.
Got it. And yeah, to answer the question, for a pistol, 13 to 25 meters is a 20. So it'd be a 28 to hit. Okay. Just chasing after and keeping your eyes locked on him. Good. Leo?
I'm just gonna keep running southbound and then just hope that I see him or that he's called out.
Yeah, you kind of see everybody kind of bustling, and you can see Leo behind you yelling, and you can hear him on your hollow. He's right there. He's
in the
I'm
white
also-
coat. God damn it!
He's not wearing a white coat. He's like an Indian guy who was wearing like a floral Hawaiian style shirt kind of deal and like khaki shorts.
Good doctor.
And I believe he was wearing like this very gaudy gold tennis shoes.
Yeah, I just assumed my turn would just be me running down the street, hoping to
Rushing after,
find him again.
trying to keep distance or keep up with him. Okay. The same goes for you, Squints, or anything reckless.
I'm trying to keep eyes and keep up with him. So yeah.
Okay. At this point, random incursion situation. I need each one of you, and that includes Grip, who's moving to his car. Roll a d10.
He better have the same chance to trip over some asshole.
Oh yeah, no, he
2.
does. Okay. Perfection. Let me just run it down. Okay. So, Grip, as you move towards your car, you can see that it pulls up and stops with a car in front of it. If you enter your car and start driving on your turn, it will immediately require you to make a drive land vehicles check with a DV of 17 to continue pursuit with the vehicle. Otherwise, you will be stuck in traffic, honking and trying to get behind or get back onto the road. That is yours. Leo, you got a 9 as well, which means that as you're running, there's basically a grouping of people who are kind of like standing in the middle of the sidewalk talking instead of walking like they should be, the sons of bitches. So you're going to need to make a check. You choose what check you want to do and explain it to me how you want to make it to move past them. Kincaid, you got a 2. You can see that there are up ahead of him a group of beat cops, NCPD, that are like kind of looking at the situation but not sure what to make of it, and they're ahead of him. Okay? If you want them to try and interfere for you, it'll be a persuasion roll from you. And then Chody,
Yeah, absolutely.
you got a 6. I need you to make I'm gonna need you to make an athletics roll for me, and I'll explain why after you do it. Okay, we're gonna start from the top, so it'll go Grip first. Grip, go ahead and make your drive land vehicles. You jump into the car, you sit into it, crystal dome kind of lights up, and you're like, you can feel it purring. You very quickly and deftly move the vehicle into gear and shift around it, and you're pursuing, and now you're coming alongside him on the sidewalk with the car. I would say because you were kind of starting from a stock position and moving around stuff, you're kind of ahead of him a little bit. And there's still a bunch of people on the sidewalk, so you can't really just ram him. Unless you're crazy. Are you crazy?
There are cops right
No,
there.
I fucking love this car. I'm not ramming him with it.
I love you too. So that goes then down to Kincaid, I believe, was next on the docket, right?
Leo had some maneuvering to do before Kincaid.
No.
Well, we're not reordering.
Was it?
We're staying in position. So it's Grip, Kincaid, Leo.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm waving the badge, calling out to the officers, stop that guy in the Hawaiian shirt and khaki pants.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll. BV is going to be a 17. Nailed it on the nose.
18.
Perfection. So you're yelling that. You see the two cops kind of shift and kind of like open their arms out wide like they're getting ready to grab the guy. Okay? That is happening.
I need him alive.
Oh, God.
I know how NCPD can be.
I almost peed my pants. Leo.
How many people were in this group? Or is it just like a couple people? Or what is it?
It's like a good 6 people. It's like a bunch, and they're kind of like clustered together and annoyingly blocking traffic.
They're all walking shoulder to shoulder.
You were running.
I know what I want to do for fun, but yeah.
You were running,
But-
so in hindsight, you could see that people were diverting and moving around them, but now that you're kind of barreling into them, or about to, you're kind of like, fuck.
I guess the real question is how tightly packed are they?
They're pretty close
Like
to
if
each other.
one person was out of the way, is that enough for me to get through?
Like, if you're trying to snake through them, are you trying to, like, shoulder your way through?
I think he's trying to reset one of them.
I was thinking about resetting or actually just puppeting, just
You know-
making him and someone else move.
I like it, but the randomness of entering into a person out on the street is going to require me to roll some random dice to determine what they have equipped. So, I mean, I'm up for it. I'm down for it. Do you want to just try and hack one and like move them away from the situation?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I wanted to do.
I need you to roll me 3d10. Okay. So when you hack into the individual, they have self-ice, which causes you to pause for a second. They have one self-ice. And so instead of just puppeting them, you have to break the ice and then puppet them, which slows you up a little bit. So go ahead and throw me an interface roll. Yeah, so you're able to break the ice and puppet them at your pleasure because they're an NPC. It's no big deal, and you just make them walk away like confused looking as you kind of pierce through. And then a couple of their friends also leave with them, opening up the gap. You aren't able to rush as fast because you kind of had to stop and then cyber deck real quick because you realized they had fucking like gear, and so you move them aside and then rush.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Squints, the athletics check that you're making right now, as you're running, you you don't see on the ground because a bunch of people are moving, and you're trying to like get to the position where you're like not running into people, so you're kind of like leaning towards the building. And as you get closer to the building, you realize it kind of smells a little bit more awkwardly. And as you're kind of making it to this building, you can see that the trash from this morning is still out. Like the garbage truck hasn't picked it up. And so as you kind of step into it, hoping to just run through it really quick, you feel it's very slippery and very wet, but also very viscous. And you just kind of slide with the bag, and it kind of splashes all over you. And it's this very nasty grease material that seems to be coming out of the restaurant that you just passed in front of. Like, their grease trap material was put in a bag and left out on the street.
Okay, I'm gonna have to kill this guy now because he just messed up my suit.
You just go... You're not wearing the same suit. You would have
Okay,
changed.
I just want to make sure.
You
I
would've
didn't know. I thought it was the same time. I was
No.
getting really angry real quick.
No, you would have changed. You had time to
Okay.
change. You went to your house.
We had time to change it. Okay, awesome. Then we're good then.
You
I'm
went
just,
to a-
I'm just
you went
mildly
You
infuriated.
went to the doctor. They didn't cut your arm off while you were wearing a suit.
I really like that suit.
Hi, I'm here.
You
for
said
the...
you used to go to school in a suit, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, true. You go in and you're like, I'm here for the executive treatment. I'm here for the executive treatment.
I didn't pay for it. It was insurance. So yeah, no, Ray straight up.
Honestly, if you're still wearing it, you're still wearing it. I'm not going to say you're not, but I think it's goofy as hell if you are.
I think it would be funny.
Okay,
No,
then
I'm
lock
not.
it.
I'm not. Nope, I'm not.
Alright.
We're going. Normal clothes.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
you're kinda-
mildly annoyed.
You're delayed and covered in grease trap. Okay.
Yep.
Next, then, the car's right on them. The police are right on them. Kincaid, go ahead and roll me 2d10.
2d10.
Yep, I'm looking for a 7 on the dice.
A 6 and a 4.
They reach out to kind of grab a hold of him, and he's not able to run because he's focused on like evading them. So he is able to kind of book it away from them. And what you'll notice at this very moment is he, instead of running down the street further, he is booking it for open traffic on Skyline West. So he is trying to cross the street. In that moment, Grip, you're up. Kincaid, you're on deck. Grip, you can see that the two cops are kind of rushing after him, and you are on the road, kind of a bit ahead of, like he's running out in front of your car, effectively.
Is there enough room for me to drive up next to him?
Yeah, like if you want to maneuver, it's going to be pilot land vehicles, or drive land vehicles. But if you want to make an action like grabbing him, it's going to have to be very high. So we're looking at a DV. Let's go with 19 to drive up to him, and then grabbing him, you're going to have to make a athletics or a brawling roll. Do you want to spend any luck on the drive?
I'm gonna spend 4 luck on this.
Hell yeah.
I'll give him 1.
Anybody else chipping in?
Sure, I'll do one.
No Chody?
He has lots.
4, 5, 6. Okay, plus 6 on the roll. Go for it.
Oh god, he feels
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
1.
Go ahead and
Okay.
make the brawling roll. I've got a DV of 13. I rolled bad on it. Yeah.
21.
So tell me how it goes. The door slides open.
Basically, nope, the door doesn't fly out
There's
because
no
there's
window.
a window.
There's
Oh,
no
there's no
window.
window, then the door has to fly open. Yes, but like without taking a hand off the wheel, you just see one gorilla arm reach out the window, yoink the guy straight across his lap, so he's like head underneath the glove box console, and his feet are dangling where the headrest should be. So he's like upside down, stuck awkwardly in the front seat next to me.
So you kind of slow it down, wait for him to pass, and then kind of zip right behind him, reaching out as
Yeah.
the door opens, grab him and drag him over you. Okay. Do you continue driving because you're still in traffic, or do you pull off to the side to try and get to a parking space?
Oh, I keep driving.
Okay. The
I
cops
want
are
to try and break line of sight from the cops.
the cops are very confused and will draw their pistols and start shooting at the car. Grip, you are evading. You've already rolled really insane land vehicles, but you do hear 1 or 2 shots hit the back of the car.
That's what Squints is for.
You're like, fuck! Okay, it'll buff out. It'll buff out. It'll buff out as you're pushing this guy into the passenger seat. Where are you taking him?
I think every gunshot that connects, Grip gives him 1 gorilla punch to the back, just like
Oh, oh.
This is your fucking fault that I'm fucking losing my fucking car's value.
Where you want to
Just
take
like
him?
holding him by the back of the neck, like
I'm
shoving his head in the
really
seat.
just trying to break line of sight with the cops and then
Yeah.
loop back to connect with the team.
Kincaid, the cops are still kind of like chasing, and then you can hear them like, you know, getting onto the radios and like mentioning that there's a
Forget it. Useless. I get on my phone.
but we're gonna
I
get that.
need-
We'll get him. We'll get that car. We'll get it. We'll get highway on. him.
No, you're done. You fucked up.
They both kind of look down at their guns, and you're kind of holding your detective badge.
Get back to your beat or whatever.
All right, man. Fuck you. Like, and they kind of walk off. You take their badge numbers. You just look at their badge numbers. Oh, okay, you two. All right, fair. And then you hop on the phone call with Grip.
Yeah, I'll head across the street, look for a place to meet up.
Okay. I'm assuming you came out here in your own car. You didn't walk.
Yeah. I'll start walking back up towards the doctor's office.
Yeah. You get in your
A
car.
little winded.
Yeah. Oh, cops shouldn't have to run.
Got a stitch.
Oh, we got guns. Where do you plan to meet up? You're trying to intimidate and interrogate a guy. Where do you want to take him?
My apartment. It's worked gangbusters so far.
Yeah, worked on Ella. Okay. You tell Grip to meet up at the apartment.
I'll pick up Squints and Leo as well
You
if they're
arrive.
not already waiting in my car.
You arrive
They're
early.
faster than me.
Grip, give me a perception roll. You've had Deepak for a little while, so yeah, give me a perception roll.
I don't have pants or a shirt on when I get in your car.
11.
Don't notice. Okay. So you get there.
Is he beating him over the head?
Yeah, you just kind of make sure that he's kind of locked in that position. Kind of keep an eye on him. And then Kincaid, you pull up behind the Caliburn. You all get out, and Deepak is kind of muscled from the vehicle to your apartment, up the stairs to the third floor or second floor. And he's pretty quiet right now. He's not saying anything. I'd like for Leo to go ahead and give me a perception roll. He has a shard slotted in his memory card slot.
Does it look like normal or that like it's stuck in there?
It looks like it's pretty well jammed in there. It has a device that like kind of locks over it, but you can kind of unlock it and get the card out if you wanted to.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like welded in there like we've seen before.
No, it's not. It definitely looks like a regular card, but it looks like it's been kind of slotted in, and it looks like it's been kind of almost like it's stapled into the position.
So what's the shard you got?
He's not saying anything. You kind of pull him inside. You would notice this on the ride up to the spot, but when you ask him that, he kind of looks at you and doesn't even. Shard, what are you talking about? The fuck do you want? Says to Kincaid.
I guess you want me to need this.
You pull it.
I reach for it to see if he even reacts.
He doesn't. I'm assuming he's been bound at some point. Handcuffed, probably.
Yeah, I'll cuff him.
Okay. You take some time and effort and unplug the staple and then kind of pull the card and yank it from him. You see him kind of like, noticeably kind of have like a visceral reaction to it. And he then just starts upchucking onto Kincaid's carpet. Like just throwing up. Looks like he had burritos for lunch.
Same.
Good lunch.
Kind of jealous, actually.
I'm gonna ask Squints to sort of check him out first aid wise, if he's capable of such a thing. Make sure he's not dying on me.
He's not. Yeah, looking him over, like anybody would be able to kind of tell it. Like he had like it was almost like a. Leo would say like it was probably like a surge. Like it had like surge protection. In the card, so when it was pulled, it caused a surge to rush through his neuroport and the shit. And the card,
Okay.
when you look at it, Leo, it's tagged. It's got the G symbol on it.
Yeah, I figured it did. Can I slot it into the cyber deck without issues?
You
Or does it need to be like a standalone type thing?
definitely would feel like putting it in here raw would require some partitioning. If you'd like, you can make an interface roll if you do try it. Otherwise, the
No,
cards
okay.
could go live in because that's usual like the plug and play methodology. Okay. Meanwhile, Kincaid, Squints, Grip, you have the prisoner cuffed and covered with vomit on his Hawaiian shirt.
Kincaid's turning on the recording in his cyber eye. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, detective. Something. Dick Cade or something.
Something like, you ran from me
Yeah,
at your office. Do you recall?
I do.
Care to explain why?
Told my friends that you were coming to lump me in with Adrianella's bullshit.
It's all right. What kind of friends are we talking about?
Friends.
Just friends?
Got a rat?
Human trafficking is a heavy violation. Carries quite a sentencing. Possibly death sentence. Don't care to rat?
Don't care a rat.
I show him footage of the black AV landing at his facility on September 23rd. Care to tell me who this might have been?
Friends.
I punch him in the face.
Okay, we're in narrative beat. Don't worry about rolling attacks and stuff. You just slug him
Cool.
right in the face. You see a couple of his teeth fly out, and like his face kind of like hits the floor. As he's kind of reeling, you can see him kind of like have a second burst of throw up. As he's kind of trying to put himself back up to rights, but he's very unable to kind of sit back up. His legs are out from underneath him, and his hands are obviously bound. Anybody help him?
What kind of friends?
You can hear kind of like a and there's really not much of a reply yet.
Grip will just lift him from the back of the shirt so he's off the ground, but doesn't put him down yet.
Okay, yeah, he's just hanging in the air aloft. Love that. He's kind of like
Few things are as emasculating as being taken off the ground.
Yeah, you're literally holding him
Entangled.
like he's a goddamn doll, right?
Yeah, more like a kitten grabbed by its mom on the scruff.
He looks directly into Kincaid's eyes, and even though he does appear to be in pain, he says, "That's a fucking mercy."
Nope.
I'm not here for mercy.
No one said we're gonna kill you.
No, he
Can I
threatened.
go get the battery out of the car?
No, he said, "Do you want to be incarcerated? It could be a charge of death." And he said, in reply to that, now that he's been punched and like, "That's a fucking mercy."
It's a good thing no other cops know you're here. I punch him again.
Okay. Do you punch him?
Leo, grab me a bowl out of the kitchen. These teeth are mine now.
Do you punch him in the face again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say, do you pull the punch or do you just kind of punch for? Like...
I'm pulling it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm roughing him up. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
Completely break him.
You don't knock any teeth out of him. It's kind of just like a pop in the nose to kind of like affect him, right? But you're not knocking him unconscious. And then you kind of scoop the teeth that you knocked out in the first punch off the ground. Leo hands you a bowl and you shove him in there. You see Squints back, or like step out and go to Kincaid's car, pops open the trunk, grabs the extra car battery out of the back, and the jumper cables, and whistling.
Also, it's your stream. I don't know how far you want us to go with this.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
no.
we can keep going.
Oh, again, it's my stream, and I want to make sure we understand. Like, if we get to a point where I'm gonna veil it, I'll veil it. If you guys feel uncomfortable with anything that's happening here, you just need to say, "I feel uncomfortable," and I will do it in a veiled way. We can definitely work through
I bet
this.
Leo's got some sick shit.
But I'm
Yeah,
kind
I
of,
do actually.
I'm kind of digging the vibe right now. Like you're working as a team, beating the shit out of this fucking guy that we learned about many sessions ago, and Noah is a guy who sells people to scabs, right? So like,
Yeah, we're bringing that up.
that's definitely an asshole, right? Like, so I'm okay.
How are his hands right now? Are they bound?
They're handcuffed and behind him.
Yeah, he is handcuffed. He's handcuffed and dangling from Grip's fist.
Yeah, holding his shirt. Like his shirt is like kind of tearing at the shoulders. It's pretty decent material, but yeah, there's big gorilla hand yanking him up. There's obviously a little bit of tearage.
Yes.
But yeah,
Go
go ahead.
ahead. No, I was gonna say, does he say anything, or you still just no?
He said, "Death would be a mercy. These teeth are mine now." Chucked into a bowl. Quinn stepped outside. Grip's holding him aloft. What were you gonna say?
Give him one more shot. Please don't make me do this. Just answer the questions.
He looks at you and he says, You know what that is, right?
The shark?
Yeah.
I do.
But you know Alpha's got eyes on me.
It's still better to answer this now while you
Yeah.
still can.
I guarantee you, it's not.
Good, we've got all day. I punch him in the stomach. It's gonna take Squints at least another 2 minutes to get the car battery.
A little bit of blood and a
Oh.
little bit more burrito fly out of his mouth. The
Hold on,
floor
Kincaid.
is a hot mess.
Rip
Oh.
from behind him is just kind of like looking up at the ceiling. Did you have to eat such a fucking gross lunch?
It was.
I want to.
What stopped you from chewing before?
He says.
Kind of like
No, he didn't throw
shakes him,
the whole
shakes
burrito.
him a little bit to like get it out of his mouth.
He's not throwing up whole burritos with each hit.
Whole big, no, like big bites.
Okay.
He doesn't chew well enough.
He just puts it in and just whole.
I'll give Leo a second. Kincaid goes, lights a cigarette, hangs out at the window.
Yeah, Grip, you kind of look up at the ceiling. Leo starts kind of his business. And what are you doing, Leo?
I want to puppet him and make him start
So-
breaking his own fingers one at a time.
A quick note. You,
Jesus.
you can plug into him, and you know he has self-ice and at least one more remaining layer-wise. If you're jacked into him, you gain a +2 roll. Like if you're physically jacked into him.
Okay, I'll do that.
Go ahead and make an interface roll to break the last self-ice.
Is that in addition to the +1 or instead of the +1 I normally get?
It's in replacement because you're not using bandwidth to do it. Okay. So you pop into his head, you very quickly destroy his self-ice, and then go ahead and make a roll for puppet. Yeah. You take him over, and you move him to break his fingers. And you see him do it. And there's this very strange sensation of him feeling pain, like as you're kind of puppeting him to break his first finger. And you realize that at that moment, you see him just bite down on his bottom lip, kind of look up at you, and you hear him mutter through the pain, "Still better." And then he goes for the next one that he's being puppeted to break. And he looks up at you, and you can see, like, there's a conviction in his eyes, like he's genuine. And he snaps the next one. Go ahead and roll me one last interface. Yeah. So as you are kind of in his head and are playing around with him, you realize that the time that you've been seated in here and kind of focused on him without really asking questions about what you were going into, you realize that there's a virus inside of his net architecture, and it appears to have onlined into your neuroport. With that interface roll, you are detecting it and you are quarantining it. However, in this moment, as you're doing so, what you're realizing is the feedback from that guy is slamming into you. So the presumed amount of pain that he is feeling, you are now feeling through your neuroport. I need you to take 15 hit points of damage as the surge back throws through you. And that's ignoring armor, but just straight to the body. And it
Okay,
feels
I
like
take
it feels like your fingers were just snapped back in half and you were punched in the face 3 times or 2 times and then in the gut a 3rd time. Like all at once, just an explosion of pain. Like a synoptic feedback.
Does he know that happened as well?
He doesn't seem to know. He's just looking at you and he says it's still nothing. And then he kind of, do you pull the plug on him and disconnect? Or do you still maintain the connection? Because if you disconnect, you're able to quarantine it in yourself without being continually connected to the virus source. Otherwise, you're going to have to continually combat the virus.
I'll just like smirk at him, like, we'll see. And I'll just unplug for now, but like casually.
Okay, so you've detected the virus. I need you to see if you can expunge it. Go ahead and make another interface roll. And this one is a DV of 12.
Can I give him a
No,
luck?
no bonuses.
Okay.
Oh no, luck is a possibility. I mean, no bonuses for him on his side. So if you're
Yeah.
gonna spend a luck, that's okay.
I would like to spend a luck for him.
You roll
I'll
a 3 or
toss it
better.
one.
You roll a 2 or better.
Okay.
Nailed it.
I did it.
Yeah, you quarantine the virus, and you are able to kind of either remove it or delete it. And again, you can do either of those, not knowing the full construction of the virus, just that you have isolated it and are able to either remove it in like a memory chip or delete it. Deleting it, you're pretty sure will leave trace effects of it. Removing it will also leave trace effects of it, but it'll also leave traces with the virus.
I just want to remove it.
Okay. Pull a card out really quick and just slot it in, pull it out, and just toss it to the side. While that's happening, Squints comes back in with a car battery and jumper cables, looking at the situation. Blood, burrito all over the floor. Looks like Leo's kind of like bleeding out of his nose a little bit, like it's that kind of effect. And King K's kind of looking at the situation, not sure what just happened there, and Grip's just holding the guy still, looking up at the ceiling.
Go ahead, Squids. Take a turn. Oh, he's talking to somebody.
Okay, so I have the jumper cables, I have the battery, I have a small pipe, and find a nail or something. We're we're gonna go pipe in one way, nail down through a testicle, and then connect them both to the battery.
So, okay, so I'm assuming that Grip would have to help in the kind of positioning him onto a chair and getting that situation kind of set up, right? Absolutely fine. Totally cool with that. Fun torture technique. What I need from you is as you are
Try it before.
as you're setting that up and getting ready to do it, I would like any one of you who are currently operating on him go ahead and make an interrogation roll. Also, each one of you needs to make a concentration roll.
What's concentrations under awareness?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
18.
So
We're good. We're all a bunch of fucking psychopaths.
what I want to make sure you understand what those concentration rolls are for. And I just want to make sure that these are clear. These rolls are to determine your okayness with the things that we're doing currently. Now, if narratively you feel like you would be kind of taken aback by the audacity of what's about to happen, you can willingly take a humanity penalty and just roleplay that. Otherwise, you all are, with those concentration rolls, focused on the task at hand. Feel like the information is greater than the problem or the way that you're handling it.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the humanity loss, because I'm under 30. I'm wanting to do it where he's not carrying as much. As
Yeah, no, for sure. You're disassociated.
He's going much more over.
You're going
Yeah.
completely.
Squids got hard in Fresno.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
blow a
going
man's hand
overboard
off.
on this one.
You blow a man's hand off and replace it with a goddamn rocket
I'm gonna
launcher.
spend the rest of my luck, and I'll take on the interrogation roll.
Okay.
I'll give him a luck too.
Me too.
So that's +4. God
Oh,
damn it, 16.
Okay. So you effectively start the process on him, and I need to know with those concentration rolls, like you are obviously dedicated and focused on the task at hand. And every time he kind of is injected with a question or put forward to a question, the response is a mercy as you're electrocuting him and torturing him in Kincaid's apartment in his living room. This is nothing! And he's like screaming out in agony, as if he genuinely feels whatever would be put to him would be worse. I'm going to have you roll a d10 though, Chody, to see if the electrocution actually causes a minor mishap with his So, as you electrocute him, it does seem to cause a problem with his neuroport, which causes the virus to eke back on him. Normally, it's a protective barrier, and because of the electric current flowing through his body and getting into his neuroport, it causes it to no longer count him as someone who's supposed to be blocked from the effect. So he feels a punch to the face, a punch to the face, a punch to the gut, his own fingers being broken, electrocution via his testicles, which are nailed to a chair, and he dies right there.
It wasn't testicles, it was only one.
Testicle, sorry, singular. Apologies.
Oh, we can't attempt a
That'd be a
first aid or something.
No. It's sudden. So you're expecting like a light surge of electricity, and then it's a feedback. Like the virus in his neuroport basically kills him.
That was a waste.
I know, I was just about to suggest something, but it's all good. This is more fun.
Nose goes on cleaning.
I gotta get this battery back on the car.
Kincaid, you live here. Clean your house.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Okay. I will say that with that situation, and being as dire it is, I do want everyone to lose 2d6 on humanity. You are effectively acting as monsters. I am going to, like, especially the reply of the...
You made us wait that long to do an interrogation roll, John.
Yeah, no,
Who's-
I know. It was really
Who's
bad.
acting?
So just remove that much humanity from yourself as like operationally killing a man in that kind of interrogation process.
Cool.
Kind of worked out like that. And again, it's totally chill, just a bit on the edge there. There is one last process, Leo, that you're pretty sure is kind of effectual that will kind of help. You have the virus partitioned in a memory chip. And now that the feedback is kind of burst from his neuroport, it's not likely that the virus is still active. If you want to kind of take his body and run like a full diagnostic on his neuroport to kind of get any information you can from him, that is an option. It will be a situation where you're taking his body with you to somewhere where you feel like you can do some like serious netrunner business.
I'm okay with that.
If they're okay with that.
So you said 20 is real bad.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6. It took me down to a 21.
Oh no, you're
Just
still
saying,
good.
I might have to.
You're still good.
Oh no, hold on. Where do I put that 9 at?
It's gonna be.
So I see humanity.
It's gonna be a mod. So what's your therapy currently set at?
His therapy is at 14 and my mods is at 19.
Yes. Subtract from your mod.
I don't know what those mods are, but okay.
The mods are from groupthink, and the penalities that you've already suffered from it.
Because my humanity did not change when I just did that.
Hold on. Going into your sheet. Humanity 28, and you lost 9.
Yeah, I had 19 in mods. Yeah.
Oh, your mods are outweighing your totals. So when you put in cyberware, you subtract 2 from your maximum. So basically, you have more humanity than your whole body can actually have because of all the mechanics you have in your person. And
I was really excited to be at 19 humanity.
yeah, no, your humanity is still 28. Mods is a bonus; it's plus 10, and then you took therapy, so you have plus 14 from that.
I don't remember ever taking therapy.
You guys all took therapy in between. There was a time where you all took therapy. If I recall correctly. Okay. So, with that, Leo's going to take the corpse. Kincaid, what are you doing in the aftermath? Cleaning the apartment?
I'm cleaning the apartment.
Okay. Rip, are you helping Leo get the body out? You live in the same place, so if you're going back to Mega Building 3, like, you'd be the most... I mean, you definitely want to wrap the body before you put it in the trunk of the Caliburn, because you don't
They
want
can have that rug.
They can have that rug. But I'm assuming, Grip, you help Leo take the body to Mega Building 3?
Yeah, I'll help carry.
Okay. And then Squints, just like a whole situation where you kind of like.
Putting the battery back in the car and making sure it starts right. We didn't discharge it too much.
I think yeah, you're focused on that and like the mundane details, and then once you shut the trunk, kind of go, huh, and it all kind of sinks in what just happened, and then you kind of shake your head, like yeah, plenty of people die all the time, but like there's this kind of weird like presence of thought where like his death throes and like his last moments are just kind of sitting in your head, and you're kind of like, huh. For Leo, it's just another fucking dead guy dying of Netrunner bullshit that he's just got cycles that's through his head, and he's always haunted by that. And Grip, like, murdering a guy in cold blood in that fashion and the way he died was pretty traumatic. It definitely hits you a lot harder than you expected it to. It's almost as if, like, the healing that you got for driving the cool car and being dressed in a cool suit was diminished by the fact that you're like, oh, I'm just back in the fucking soup again. I'm just back in this fucking shit again, doing this kind of shit. And then Kincaid, like, it definitely hit you the hardest because it was like we didn't get anything, and we definitely passed a lot of like lines that I didn't think I was willing to do up until this moment. Whether you could play into that and keep crossing these lines and rushing that edge, it's up to you. And that's where we'll end the session for tonight. We will deal with the aftermath of Deepak's death. See if there's any information you can get out of his neuroport. Thanks for watching those that did. We'll see you next week.